It might just be time to trade this PS5 in. Hopefully, then again, for how long it took me to get this one, trading it in already seemed a bit, I don't know. But anyway, 10. And it's 654. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you're watching this from. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to an earlier than scheduled episode of the Coco Podcast. My name is AJ. I am, of course, joined by my co-host Meg.
Hello.
Miss Meg Mon.
Come on, yes.
And
follow me on Twitter.
Miss Meg Mon. Takato Mon. Miss Meg Mon. So yeah, we're look, we got home. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't need it in the studio. So we got home like relatively earlier than I thought we would. And I guess boredom set in and we were like, are we doing this?
Yeah.
Sure.
I had to like work for an hour at 8 o'clock and then I went, you know what? I want to do something fun.
Yeah. Hey, Reiko.
Hey, Reiko.
Come to bash my hair again.
Oh, I can't post in the announcement. You'll have to.
I'll get there in a sec.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining in. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I hope Santa was very kind. But we're watching episode 57 of Digimon Ghost Game tonight. And sorry if I'm a bit start and stop. It's been a long weekend. I think I went through I feel like I soloed a whole bottle of whiskey.
Almost, yeah. I had a good few glasses of it, and your sister had.
Yeah, but like there's basically nothing left.
Yeah. I got nothing for this Christmas.
Aww.
I'll have to buy you a bottle kit.
Yes. So,
I mean, honestly, I had about 6 glasses of it.
Did you? Okay.
I'm pretty sure we had 3 over dinner alone.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm a bit like I don't do hangovers, but like the travel and everything else, along with like just all the festivities and seeing the family and
sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, it's all just kind of caught up with me. But like as Meg was saying, Meg actually had to log into work when we got home for an hour, so we're just doing something fun, and we thought, well, we'll do the podcast, and that way then we're not doing the Ghost Game and on podcasts back to back. Also,
yeah,
we'll have a day in between.
Yeah, we don't want to burn out on them.
I don't think that'd be possible, but
we might. Because I might because
see, it's all about Meg.
I also have a day of work tomorrow as well.
Yeah, see, it's all about Meg.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what AJ wants to do.
I mean, if I burned out, you'd just do it solo anyway.
True.
True.
I mean, I'm probably going to be doing Digimon Con without you.
This is true. I might have to.
Oh, well,
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah. But it's like 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
It's a Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah.
So. Weird Avatar, what happened? Oh, was Yami not here when we started moving?
Oh, maybe not. Hi, Yami.
Hi.
Welcome.
We've changed slightly.
Yeah, we've changed aesthetics.
I'll change again soon because I gotta fix these bizarre shoulders I've got going on.
But
I'm sitting very, very, very up straight.
Yeah, you're just doing a posture check. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I've missed about 3 episodes now. Haven't had time to catch up. Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
3 episodes of Ghost Game? Seriously?
Damn.
But you've been commenting in the Discord on the episodes.
Or maybe 3 episodes of us, not Ghost Game itself.
Oh, maybe of us. Yeah.
Hey, Androids.
Also, Androids. Geez, wow. Well, happy St. Stephen's Day, everybody. Or Boxing Day in certain parts of the world. Hiss boo.
Yeah, there you go. Your reviews, yeah.
The
Missed
reviews.
us.
Yeah, well,
That's
we
okay.
have missed you.
We have. And no
But
one else here to bully you.
I hope everyone. We
And
hope
antagonize you.
bully.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. How was the holidays? Just very tiring, like very fun. We spent the holidays at my parents, and yeah, there was like it was just fun. Like there was my parents, my grandparents, my aunt, my cousins, my siblings.
Me getting all the juicy stories about you.
They couldn't have had that much to tell.
Well, I was very surprised at you damaging a Nintendo product.
Now, to be fair, I didn't kick it out of my brother's hand. Like that was the baby brother.
Yeah,
I
true.
just happened to give
the
him a
cause
snap.
of it.
I might have just happened to give him a snap suplex when that happened.
Yeah. You
but
fought him. He kicked the DS on Christmas Day, and it busted in half. That's one I won't let
this
go.
was
That's
also
hilarious.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it's still hilarious though.
Yeah. So
I like learning silly stories.
Yeah, Meg had fun interacting with my family,
Yeah.
as you can tell. So I need to nip this in the bud so that doesn't happen again.
Making friends with everyone.
Please stop.
You added my dad on Facebook. You started.
You
I'm not gonna let that go.
I don't even use Facebook anymore.
You still added him.
I didn't go getting everybody's fucking phone numbers though.
I'm pretty sure you have my dad's phone number.
I don't. I genuinely don't. I have no need.
You should for emergencies.
Why? You have it.
What if I get into an accident, my phone breaks? What are you gonna do?
Ring the guards.
And how are you gonna tell my parents?
That's up to the guards.
Thanks. You won't even tell them. Anyway. We got lots of energy crisis appropriate clothing and socks. Well, I got an electric hoodie.
Yeah,
electric heated hoodie. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that was good. Look, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Just the travel is tiring in such a small space of time. Like we were there. Like what? We went up Friday afternoon, so we were there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Came home today, but there's just so much going on in those 3 days alone.
Oh, and we got caught in hailstones.
Yeah, we did.
We were just out in hailstones, and I didn't even have like a good jacket. I had a rain jacket, but I was pelted to bits.
As was I.
I know.
We were in this one together.
I know.
You realize this stuff, right?
Yeah, but you had a thicker jacket on.
I didn't.
You did.
That is not thicker than what you were wearing. The yellow one.
The yellow one is definitely. That's a little dinky thing that you fold up into a bag. That is not a coat. That is a poncho at best. Yeah, I was surprised that I didn't get bruises on the back of my leg. They were so bad.
Yeah. Well, look. I mean, it's all water under the bridge now.
Oh God. How do I make a cringe face? That's just gonna do it for both of us, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh dear. How did you guys get on?
Yeah, so tell us about your Christmas, everybody.
Get it?
Save me, please.
Save me. Can't save you. You can't be saved. I already have everyone's phone number.
Yeah. Was Santa good to the chat?
Very good to us in Ghost Game, apparently.
Well, that remains to be seen.
I haven't seen the episode at all, so.
This time I didn't even eat this time I didn't even need to eat with my family. They sent the food to my room. Wow, Reiko got room service.
Service. Watch out for the bill. Don't celebrate Christmas, but I'm happy for those who do. Well, I had a good weekend.
Oh yeah, at least if you had a good weekend, that was I hope you were able to have a good productive weekend. You know, maybe it was fun. Maybe you bought something new. Maybe you were able to get something on sale, or you know.
Oh, I'll get all the sales this month.
Mm.
Oh, what cards are coming out in cards? Dim cards. So the February. Is that when the next one is coming out?
February, yes, is
Angoramon?
Angoramon. And then the Jellymon one is March.
Is that
No,
right?
no,
Jellymon
Angoramon is sorry.
is
No,
January?
it's January and February. Angoramon comes out
Oh
in
yeah, because we
January.
get Jellymon for Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
we get Jellymon for Valentine's, which is they knew what they were doing. Very very quiet day, but can't argue with smooth sailing ones.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Our Christmas day started out really quiet and just chilling on the couch eating chocolates.
Yeah,
It was lovely because normally there, like in my family, we have two young children, so it's always chaos and Santa this and toys everywhere and mess and noisy things and just
yeah. And like I was up early, helping put everything together, the table, the setting the table.
yeah. I didn't get up to like 11.
No, no, you didn't. You just left me to do everything.
I did.
You,
Your house. I'm a guest.
I was a guest.
It doesn't count.
Sure, it does.
You're not a guest in your parents' house.
Sure, I am. I don't pay rent. I'm a guest. I don't live there.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
We have housemates, previous housemates that come here, and they're like, "I'm a guest." And I'm like, "You lived here. You're not a guest. Make your own tea. You know where everything is."
So, anyway, why is the mood so awkward all of a sudden?
You're making it awkward.
No, you are.
How am I making it awkward?
Because you're just being weird again.
How am I being weird?
Anyway, but regardless of whether people were able to, regardless of whether people celebrate the holiday or were just able to kick back and relax, I hope you all had a fun weekend. And hold on. Still don't know what's going on with this new avatar. I mean, change, my dear, and not a moment too soon.
I mean, it's not changed too much. It's just a hairstyle. You've got a bit of a. If Taichi had real life
I can
physics on his head.
Well, I can see. Here's the thing. Hold on. Let me just.
Oh yeah, look at the fun thing.
No, don't look at the fun thing. I'm just gonna take the goggles off for a second.
Oh.
And so that's the
Phoenix Wright.
yeah, Ginger Phoenix Wright. Yeah, basically.
That's a funky jacket. I really like it. It kind of upsets me that it matches the one I have now. Almost. Slightly off, but they're essentially the same color. And now I'm changing my outfit. Whereas we could have been on brand with the bright green.
Well, not too late. Where is...
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin. Good to see you. There. Okay, so let me just sit back down here. And,
Block socket here? What? Oh. Yeah,
I get that. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, hold on.
Put your goggles back on.
I am. I'm getting there.
I want to show you how I made the goggles.
Nope, that's my booking. Oh, no.
No.
There we go.
There you go. Still behind your eyebrows.
I have no control over that. The eyebrows reign supreme for some reason. I have no control over that.
It makes no sense, especially when you turn sideways.
Yeah, well, they're doing the anime thing, so I guess it's on point.
Yeah. We'll have to change the little devices.
Yeah.
We're using the vital bracelets now. We can put two little Anyas on there.
Oh yeah, we both got Spy Family Tamagotchis, so that was fun.
Yeah. Anya's teacher shows up and goes, "Elegant!"
Yeah. And then Second Son and his posse show up, and it's
Second Son shows up feet first, and it confuses me.
Yeah. And Yor shows up and makes fish head dinner.
Yeah.
Lloyd
Lloyd shows up and pulls off a mask.
pulls off a mask. Yeah, it's
And Anya has like 100 outfits.
yeah. Yeah, it's a fun little distraction. Like at least there's not a time limit or anything on it, like
Yeah,
a
there's
real
no.
Tamagotchi or a V pet.
Yeah, like she doesn't die if you don't feed her, and she
Yeah,
doesn't poop.
yeah, and she
I'm
doesn't,
so glad she doesn't.
and she
poop.
doesn't evolve every other day.
Yeah, the evolution is her.
Yay, we got a priest in this episode. We're close to Craggy Island.
That's what we spent the
Oh,
start of Christmas doing. We were watching Father Ted.
Yeah, that was like all Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just watching Father Ted marathons.
We missed the best bit though when Mr. Doyle is trying to put something up on the window and just wobbles on one leg and falls off.
And Ted's just corpsing.
And then, oh yeah, he corpses because he asks Jack what he thinks is going to be behind the advent calendar, and
Yeah.
Father Jack goes, "A big pair of women's knickers."
Oh.
So Father Ted is just trying not to laugh. We woo
Yeah, good to see you, woo woo.
woo woo. I like that drink.
Yeah. Yeah, we had electric popsicles.
Electric popsicles. Yeah, I forgot about those. They were good.
They were lovely.
Have you guys seen the new Ghost Game cards from the upcoming reboot set? Is
Yeah.
that the Gammamon stealing the candy?
Gammamon stealing the candy, Gammamon with all the disco lights behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like obviously just with Christmas and everything, I haven't
Crispy Freeze. Sorry.
I haven't, we haven't been completely on top of it, but we've seen a few of the new card arts. There's a few cards actually in that set where on the card number, it's like the reboot set number, so it's like Orb, just for argument's sake, 037 or whatever, right? But then it's got text where it's like, this card is treated as, and it's a set, like a card from a previous set.
Okay.
And I'm just like, what? Why? Why would you do that? Why not just print it with the original set number?
Yeah.
Because now it's like, oh, like, okay, so if it's treated as that, like, so your card limit is 4 of each card, unless it's like limited or banned or whatever.
Yeah.
So, do you only get to have a mix of the 4? Or can you have 4 of the original set number and 4 of the new set number, but they're treated as if they were the original? Because that could break.
Yeah, because then technically you have 8 of it, but it's 2 separate cards.
Yeah, like it's a stupid thing that they put in. I imagine it's going to work that like no, because the text says it's treated as original set number, it'll go towards the 4 you're allowed.
Yeah.
But if not, yeah, as you say, you basically have 8 of a particular card, and that can get stupidly broken very quickly.
Yeah. Justin said, I saw the Betel Gammamon card fighting Gulus Gammamon. Maybe that card is trying to tell us something.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. The Betel versus Gulus is very good.
I got Gulus on my Vital bracelet, and he was fighting a lot of Betel
and I got Betel Gammamon, and I ended up fighting a lot of Gulus. So
yeah.
There's
I killed so many Gammamon.
Yeah. So Meg on her Vital bracelet currently has Regulusmon, and I have Kano Weissmon. So we're getting there toward the other
we can have
Siriusmon and Arcturusmon, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right.
But
gotta get those crunches in.
Yeah, like a lot of the card art for the reboot set has been very nice. I couldn't say otherwise.
In the Discord?
Because I haven't been bothering with Discord when we've been just tied up with the holidays.
Yeah.
Or no, well that's like I've been posting, but I haven't been, I haven't been doing my usual posting of cards in the trading card segment and section and things like that. So, I heard. So let's see, just if there's that is Ultras. Oh, those new sleeves came out.
Oh, the sleeves, the set of four,
Yeah,
or the four sets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're on the way anyway.
Lovely.
So I got all four
I need to
because
buy new cards sleeves anyway.
yeah.
Uh, don't have enough for the deck I have.
But the Rena, like I'm looking forward to the Rena and Mirai cards. The Shine Greymon ones are pretty sweet considering the Shine Greymon model kit coming out in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Um, but and then the Alter S cards, card sleeves. I'm just like, well, I may as well.
Yeah.
You know, I might not use them, but like, if they're a set of four, I may as well. Yeah, the new app is a bit trash compared to the old app. I don't like. I think loading the Digimon in and out of the app is much faster than the Vital Bracelet, or was it yeah, Vital Bracelet Arena? That was the previous app.
No,
Um,
Arena is the new one.
what was the old one called then? Um, oh, Vital Bracelet Lab. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So I think the Arena app is a severe downgrade from the Lab app. But just in terms of getting more out of the exercises and things like that, because it supports the older dim cards as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's backwards compatible where the BE chips won't be compatible with the older bracelets.
Yeah.
So it's worth getting for that because you have a larger selection of stuff to play with.
Mm.
But I would agree, yeah, the Vital Bracelet Arena is a severe downgrade to the Vital Bracelet Lab.
Yeah, and the arena battles, like I've not like
You've
when
never
I
been
go
able to get a
into,
match.
I can't get a match at all. It's just not matching me up with anybody.
No.
The only person I've been able to battle with is you.
Yeah.
And like
I
as
will
fun
say,
as that is, that's gonna get old fast.
yeah, no, it is. But I also like even that, like even local battles, the way they've changed that for the new bracelet, I don't like.
Mm.
Because the original bracelets came with a little versus chip. And basically what you would do is you would put the versus chip into your dim card, into your vital bracelet. It would scan your monster onto that chip. You would hand it off to your friend. They would scan it in, and then the two monsters would fight.
Mm.
Now you have to load both into the app,
Yeah.
then go into the arena, then go into a local match. And it's just, and then how long were we waiting for the, like we were using the proper room code,
Yeah,
and like
we had
we
a
were
room
waiting,
code, we were set like we had to keep going in and out of it to
yeah, like we were, it was like
kinda,
what, 5 or 6 minutes before the
before
two,
we could actually
before our two devices found each other.
and we're sitting right next to each other. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
like we're sitting, like just like we're sitting next to each other now. It's yeah, so I would agree the new app is a severe downgrade.
But
The
the bracelet itself is great.
but the bracelet itself is
Yeah.
fine. The the other thing, like with the new app is you couldn't load in the you couldn't load in the Impulse City dim card. You know, the original, like the first one for Pulsemon, the mascot. And I don't know why. I think no, I'm completely spitballing here. I could be wrong. But what what I think might have been the problem is when the Vital Hero came out, which is the US version of the Vital Bracelet, um, they changed the Pulsemon dim card from Impulse City to Pulse City. So I think there might have been some changes in the coding, which is causing compatibility issues.
Okay.
So those seem to have been resolved now. Oh yeah, the casting just disconnected. So I'll set that back up in it. I'll set that back up in a tick once we're ready to go.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, for the new bracelet, the longer strap, and it being a more comfortable strap because it's a like it's still a sturdy strap, but it's definitely thinner than the older ones. But it's a lot more comfortable to wear as well. You know, plus it being thinner, so it's less bulky. You're like, I remember, and maybe it's just because I'm an idiot, but when I was first getting used to wearing it, like I would forget how big the actual main body of the bracelet was. So I'd move my arm and I'd smack a wall. I'd be like, oh God, I hope I didn't, you know, take a chunk out of it or something. You know, and I would I don't have as much of those worries because they did reduce the size of the casing, and
Yeah, you can see, like, you took the picture with the three of them,
yeah.
and you can really see the difference between them. Matthias said, maybe I'll stick with my old vital bracelet in that case. I still have a lot of dims I haven't even opened yet.
Yeah, and same. Like, I mean, I have the only ones I don't have now are the Tamers ones that you could only get through Gacha.
Yeah.
But like, there's even still some of them that I haven't loaded up at all. But at least with the new bracelet, I can because of the backwards compatibility.
Mm.
But yeah, like I don't know if it's worth rushing out to get yet, except if you want the Ghost Game Megas.
Yeah.
Because they haven't advertised beyond that, so I can't really say, well, you're only going to be able to get this set or that and blah blah blah. So, if those are sort of like a non-issue, or you're nonplussed about it, yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm happy with it, but I can totally appreciate why people might want to hold off until at least the app improves.
Yeah, like I didn't have the old app at all,
Mm.
but this one is just so hard to navigate.
Oh, it's so slow as well. Like you
Yeah.
you press a button and it's just loading, loading,
Yeah.
It's where the old app was very like it's very fast and it's very snappy, and I don't even know if I can transfer my Digimon from the old app to the new one yet.
Yeah.
So I need to look into that soon because they're gonna cut off
The old one.
the old one. So I need to know if I can log into the new app
Yeah.
with my Bandai account and transfer that over,
Yeah.
or if I'm just going to basically have to start like everything from fresh.
Yeah. Is there a way to transfer them into a bracelet and then?
Well, each bracelet can only hold 2 max.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If you are you able to transfer them one by one from that app to the bracelet to the new app?
In theory, but that's like
I know it's tedious, but it is that away.
In theory,
Yeah.
it should be. Like, if it comes down to it, I would rather that be a last resort.
Yeah. Also, Merry Christmas, Desmond.
Yes, Desmond. Merry Christmas. Welcome.
You had a good one.
We hope you had a good one. What were they thinking? I really don't know. Like, who like,
Ooh.
I get I kind of get why the new app is so featureless right now, because it's trying to take into consideration the Vital Bracelet BE, the Vital Hero, the My Hero Academia one, the Tokyo Revengers one. There's only so much. I can't even transfer it to my phone, so it's all it's all become a bit pointless. Does your phone not have NFC communication? Oof. Yeah, so you're not even able to use your phone for like tap battling.
Tap battling, yeah.
That sucks.
We were using the Lewis stops.
Yeah, well, the
tag on.
The tag on
For the
things
tram.
for the tram, because that's NFC. We're just able to tap our bracelet to it and get in and get into battles that way. So, using it on the card, using it on like card machine, like for vending machines and things like that,
Yeah.
that'll work as well.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, are we able to tap it on the carousel that has the card machine on it?
Oh, I'm able, like, I can use my Switch Pro controllers because
Yeah.
the thing for the amiibo,
Yeah.
and I can just
Same
tap
thing,
that
yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just thought it would be funny to start a battle from a carousel.
Oh yeah, well, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Because it's bizarre that they have card machines on little kids' carousels now.
Oh, I hate that. Like,
And
even
little kids, like little ride-on cars and stuff with SpongeBob in them, and
Yeah.
you tap your card, and you have to validate your card for it to work.
yeah, like the claw machine over in the nearby shopping center having a
A tap feature.
having an NFC tap for your credit or debit card is kind of gross.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's kind of gross.
Parents don't want their kids to go on those in general. So you just gotta stand there and wait, and they're not even fun.
No.
Yeah, so when it came to the era of cards,
Yeah.
you didn't have to. Oh, sorry, honey, I don't have any change.
Yeah, and now it's like,
Now
no,
it's like,
man, you
no,
just tap your card.
Tap your card.
It's
yeah.
there. Look, you just do your. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Children have their own bank cards now these days.
Well, yeah. All right. So look, we'll I guess we'll jump into things because we've a few comments to get through as well from last week.
Yeah.
with the mailbag,
We have
and
art.
we do have art. Reiko got Bastemon completed. So it'll be fun to show that off, and and sort of give further opinion on it, because I know we were talking about it a bit on the Discord.
Mm.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And
We can bring up the pictures of Alice too.
yeah, if we get
Yeah.
into that. I mean, we don't have to, but we
But we can. Fill up the-
this coming from the person who's always like, "Oh, it's nearly, we've been at this for 2 hours. Can we hurry up?"
I'm not
And
like
you're
that at
talking
all.
about filling out the
I'm
time.
not like that at all. Don't be silly.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not. I just point out the time, and you think I've said let's quit,
Which you have.
but I haven't.
No, you
I
might not
just-
have used the words, but it's
I
in the
make you-
how you say it.
I just make you aware of what time
Yeah,
it is.
because it's a subtle speed this up. Let's go.
No,
I'm
it's
tired. I
not.
want to go to bed. Yes, it is.
That's a whole new sentence. I didn't say that.
Again, it's inferred by the other thing you're doing.
No.
Oh, it is.
You're such a Twitter troll.
No,
Yes,
that's not how that works.
it
We're not even on Twitter.
is.
You damn snowflake.
We finished now. I'm gonna sleep.
No.
This was my idea.
Well, you can go off. I'll do the show solo.
I just said this show tonight was my idea. Why would I go off?
You're just being a brat. Somebody help me.
There is no hell. Let's watch the episode.
Yeah.
I want to see the waifu.
I miss when this was a one-person show.
No, you don't.
Nesma said the show is solo, but with one more.
That's how that works.
Is nobody on my side? No. No.
Confiscate Lotmon until there's better behavior.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Yami.
Until you go to work and Wormmon disappears.
You... No.
Yeah.
I'll bring Wormon.
Once Boy Coco disappears.
I'll bring them on I'll bring them on the coach. I'll buy them tickets. I don't care.
I would love to see that. Getting on with 3 tickets for your plushies.
And you know I'd do it too.
Yeah.
Just out of spite. If nothing else, I'd do it out of spite.
You're not getting my Lotmons.
Well, then you better be good.
I'm good.
No, you're not.
Full of Pepsi.
It's Pepsi Max. There is no sugar in that to get hyped up on.
Sweeteners.
I'm not even going to.
Just play the damn episode. I break Adrian.
No. I just don't even know anymore. I
Put on the waifu, you'll feel better.
no, I won't.
Why not? Waifu.
All right. So here we go. Finally, Digimon Ghost Game, episode 57, Ghost Taxi. We are watching, of course, through the Crunchyroll app. Feel free to join alongside us. And yeah, so whether you're watching on Crunchyroll, if you're watching on Anime Lab, or other parts of the internet, feel free to join along or watch along. We'll try and keep you guys up to date on where we are as we go, timestamp wise, so you can see us. So we're all in the same ballpark, and enjoy the show. So get some snacks, get some Psycho, get some soda. I don't know what you guys do.
We have loads of Psycho.
I have a whole pack of Freddo bars.
Yeah, and we got a selection box.
Yeah,
That's part of Christmas. Selection boxes.
yeah, I love selection boxes.
Got donuts.
I do have donuts. Oh,
We got the good donuts.
okay. So, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! It's so unclear. No, it's very clear this week.
Yeah.
You think that fuzzy thing is just like the PS5?
Yeah, it is a PS5. It just doesn't like Crunchyroll.
No.
Like,
It doesn't seem to like the internet at all today. It was like signal, 78%.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guess we're not connecting through that tonight.
it feels like ages since I heard this.
It's probably because it's been off for so long. It's probably needed to warm back up, so to speak.
Yeah. You think a machine that costs that much wouldn't have to heat up?
No, you wouldn't, but I'm very curious. Like, there's been no noticeable changes to the intro yet. Oh, they are. They're wearing the red bracelets now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Sure. Yay!
So the exact same. Hokuto has. I think Hokuto has a red one.
No, I think this is black.
Oh.
It's too far away. I think
Yeah.
it's just a black square.
Oh, serious man. Oh, new Gulu car.
Ooh. That was nice. Cute. It's just like.
I do like that new group pick at the end.
Yeah, that was really good. Ooh.
I'm not sure why they like. That's an odd change to me because the other group shot at the end was fine.
Mm.
I do like the more action-y, dynamic one.
Mm.
Oh,
Ew.
did that nun just get thrown out of the car?
She did.
Oh god,
Ooh.
Cerberus man. Okay. Yeah, Cerberus mon and green fire. That's about right.
I was dragging him with a jacket. I thought it was his
Is
butt.
that a winged Pikmons up on the roof?
Oh, got my man slip.
Saint Anja Girls' School. Samafel.
Huh?
They're just. He said I left my phone, but he said Samafel.
Oh,
Smartphone.
like smartphone, yeah.
You're such a creep, Kotaro.
He's just taking pictures of every girl he sees.
Yeah.
Oh. Purple fog.
What is that up on the roof?
It's a very nice car. I have to
Oh
say.
yeah.
Donuts.
I'm in a monster.
Donut life.
No.
Oh.
That is just Father Jack, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's a little golden devil thing. Oh, okay.
I think everyone's just sleeping.
Gargoyle.
He still hasn't woken up. Ooh.
So is this the first time like he's just been directly confronted by Digimon now rather than getting wrapped up in shenanigans?
I think so.
So maybe he will become the fourth member, like we were saying? Like
Maybe.
a millennia ago?
He's definitely going to know more about them anyway.
Oh, hey, her seven demon lord symbol. That's fun. So they've acknowledged that. It'll drive as long as a living human is sitting there.
He's still alive? I mean, he can't be, but I think he is.
I love that her seven demon lord symbol has like a Wi-Fi thing and just all the different controls. Yeah, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got locate, we've got like a Navimon map pin.
It almost looks like a gear stick, a gearbox.
Yeah.
That's all on it. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You squish the baby.
Oh, lady, I don't think you know what you've done.
Oh. You're gonna get stabbed in the face.
I
Don't kick the goddamn baby. Uh-oh.
This baby has self-preservation methods of the extreme variety.
Yeah. Imagine being the guy driving that truck.
Oh yeah.
He just saw a ghost, literally.
Oh, now he's dead.
And he's dead. Okay. Don't make him go kaboom.
The priest thought I've just taken her back to the church.
Hang in there, hologram. No.
Uh-oh. There's something resisting my power. Lady.
Oh, you about to die.
Hey, Airdramon.
Airdramon, yay. He's so casual about that. There was a shriveled up human.
Yeah. Hey, Ginryamon. Everyone's here.
I'm surprised Kyotro isn't more scared of flying right now.
Hmm.
Kyotro fainted.
think he did. Surely Kyoto can just give him a stack of bills and go, you stole nothing. Well done, Erdramon and Ginryumon. Our travel friends with the with the distraction.
Yeah.
Lady, I still think this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I don't know.
You're gonna go kaboom big time. What level is she?
Mega. Or ultimate, for the Japanese terminology.
What about him?
Adult. Oh God. Is he gonna drive by all of their houses? Did you get that many phone numbers, Kotaro?
How does he know where the whole team of girls lives? Are they all? Maybe they're in a dorm.
Maybe.
I'll go sleep now.
Yeah. Nice catch, Airdramon.
Oh, the eyes are still the right color.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this. That's tense. Oh! Oh, it's awake. It's awake. Oh, is this scratch marks on his neck? Or is that just
I think
like
that's the skin, like
skin
decaying.
decaying? Yeah. Kulux literally went, "Oh, Demon Lord, I'll deal with you later."
Yeah.
Like in just a stare. Ooh, we're going straight with the Warp Shinka.
Okay.
I think Cerberusmon's only
And Gorman goes, warp.
I think Cerberusmon is only a adult level.
Oh, Lamormon was very small there.
Oh no. No, it's a perfect.
Okay.
Which makes sense for the warp evolution.
But just Lamormon was really skinny.
Ah.
Well, there, yes.
Werewolf mode. Nice.
Ooh. Dead.
It's actually properly scratched and broken up. Feet.
Hi, mommy.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't waifu the crap out of her.
She's already waifu enough.
Mm. Was she in Cross Wars? She was, and she was a lot more animated up front. If you catch my drift.
Yeah. Yeah, like she still has her boobs, but they're not.
No.
I think her jiggle physics aren't out the wazoo.
Yeah, they didn't give her big honkin' stonkin' mommy milkers.
Yeah.
Which is what I really thought they would do, because this animation team has just been horny from the get-go.
Yeah.
Brought to this world.
Oh. Dare.
That'd be terrifying. The music just cuts off and it's Regulus Montfort.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah. Just because Gulus looked at her.
Yeah.
That they nerfed her in that regard, yeah. Yeah, if she was threatening like in Crosswords, Beelzebub has some worth fighting.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, here we go.
Does Hero need to be in the evolution scene again?
No, because he looks shocked like it's the first time.
Yeah.
He just accidentally shot the children.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Stock footage moments, yeah. Let's get to the chat. The thing you're used to fighting yet. That's actually good. They're calling, like, she's realized, like, yeah, you don't know how to control this power yet.
Mm. Off with her head.
Christ, did he just kill her?
Got in a good slap.
Oh, come on, no! We're not doing this again.
No, don't. No.
Well, oh, she just opened the gate.
Oh, she did. Her face is very classic anime there, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. The other one.
Oh, there's gonna be Gulus and Lilith fan art, isn't there?
He just shook it off like a big puppy.
Saw that comment.
Yeah. Yeah. No way all of them are.
No, that they can't still be alive.
Okay. So we are getting like closer to plot.
Yeah. They're dropping it in bit by bit.
Yeah. Like they're really starting to ramp up this the one who sent them thing.
Yeah, and they're also really overdoing the cracking a bit of their
Yeah.
shell, and that's how they respect
And that's
you.
Yeah. Although I do like the idea of Lilithmon maybe coming back for Gulus.
Yeah.
That's a fun idea.
Yeah, like had we not had the Dark Knight one?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we hadn't had him with his getting his
And then we
horn
had
cracked off,
Kazuhamon last
and then
week.
Kazuhamon then after that.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, you managed to land a hit. I like you.
Yeah.
No, don't do that 3 times in a row. Like,
Yeah. Basically.
I don't know if it loses points for that though,
It
because
does for me.
I really enjoyed this.
I really
episode.
enjoyed the episode, but like them doing that, but again, just yeah, for them doing that again, like as you said, like basically 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
It's But she did look very classic anime there at the end.
Yeah.
Mysterious voice that calls out from the darkness. Weren't able to move because of finger. I'd like to see really playing the piano again. We were
Yeah.
talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen that in a while. Oh god! Oh god! That's some body horror.
Digimon with a big gun. It's his arm, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pyramid.
Oh my god, are people turning into blocks for and building a pyramid?
I think so. Do you think we get Do you think we get Dirabitmon next week?
Ooh, perhaps.
Because the Angoramon, that dim card will be out in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, so he's gonna have to be in this episode, and there's no episode this week.
There's no episode this coming weekend. No.
Yeah, so that'll be
Pyramid. Is
so that it's gonna have to be him, isn't it? I'll be very surprised if it's not.
And then what? We go another 5 episodes, and then we get Amphimon.
I guess.
Plus this week. Hold on. Let me just have a look at the dates again. Well, not this weekend, obviously, but middle of next week, the new Psycho Jump with the Dirabitmon and Amphimon cards is out. So yeah.
It's got to be in next week.
So
that's how they do it.
Yeah, so we might have Dirabitmon then for the January 8th episode. Which will be fun.
Yeah.
New Year's Pumpkinmon. So
we'll have to put up some decorations for
you. Yeah, we never really got to do anything for Christmas, but I mean,
and a birthday cake.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Meg's birthday for the next episode. But there's no episode. There is no episode that weekend. So do we just do more Atmon?
Yeah.
And just maybe get to the halfway point before we're going away?
Yeah.
That's probably not.
Because I'm only going to be working that weekend anyway. I don't get to celebrate on my birthday.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah, we can do we can do an Atmon episode on Wednesday, like we normally would, and then because there's no Ghost game this coming weekend, we can just do another. We can get
yeah,
to the midway point and skip over the clip show.
yeah, and there's no other movies we need to watch, or I'll cut up with the movies
Yeah, like
until
this
we
until
watch
we
the other
start
shows. Yeah,
until we start the other seasons. There's no other movies.
yeah. There's no other non like the X Evolution one.
Mm. No, nothing like that. Although I wouldn't wish X Evolution on anyone after one go. You know,
I enjoyed it in a weird way.
I didn't. I didn't enjoy it then. I didn't enjoy it now.
It's just so like, what? What am I
Yeah,
watching?
what is going on?
I haven't even caught up on Atmon. What episode did you cover last week?
So
We
last,
got into the 20s.
yeah, let me. The thumbnails are up on Discord, so let me just pull those. So on Wednesday, which was the 21st, we covered episodes 20 and 21. And this coming Wednesday, the 28th, we'll be doing episodes 22 and 23. Which means then if we do another Atmon episode in place of Ghost Game, we'll be covering episodes 24 and 25. That'll bring us up to the halfway mark of the show.
And
26 is a clip show.
Yeah.
And then 27 on then is the second half of the series. 27 to 50, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's just a clean 50 that one ends on.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Think.
Yeah, because 52?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we're doing 2 episodes a week or per show, but we're really getting through Atmon.
Yeah, we really like when you said we were on episode 20 and 21, I was like, we haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, no, like we're coming
But
up to the
we
halfway
really
point
have,
of the
yeah.
show. It's kind of incredible that we're nearly there.
Desmond said my birthdays are always on summer break, so I understand that not many people celebrate my birthday. See, as a kid, I didn't really get kid birthday parties, but my parents would host the New Year's party.
Yeah.
So I would benefit from that because everyone would come to the house and they'd have to give me a present.
Yeah.
But I never really got to celebrate. Like I'd go later on when I was a teenager, I'd go to the cinema with my friends or something. But even then it might not be on the day because, people spend New Year's Eve with their family.
Yami's like, birthday complaints. Try sharing it the same week as Xmas. It's quite nuisance. Well, I mean, yeah. Meg does. It's just on the opposite side of your one, Yami.
I was meant to be born on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been.
I held out. For my
I want double the presents, damn it.
Yeah, because it's a week away. They can't do the birthday and Christmas present thing.
No.
Yeah, my cousin was born on Christmas Eve.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's just selfish.
So she never ever got a birthday party or anything like that. Her birthday party was the cousins going up to visit my grandmother for Christmas.
Yeah. Looks like a lot of anime and shows are taking a break next week. Yeah, well, for New Year's, Japan does a bit more with New Year's than it would Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's why we got an episode Christmas Day, but won't be getting one New Year's Day. Right, because it's about a month after Christmas. Interesting. Matthias says Lilithmon, a Demon Lord Digimon, one of the 7 great Demon Lords. Yep. Special move is eroding opponents with a sigh of darkness, the Phantom Pain. Yep.
Sigh of darkness, I like
that. This Lilithmon was no random Lilithmon like the one in Cross Wars. I mean, we don't know that yet. I mean,
is there only one Lilithmon?
She's not
a species.
She's just a her. Yeah, but like because Digimon works on a multiversal level, there's one per universe.
Yeah.
Because they keep the checks and balances of the world in in check.
Yeah.
But if you defeat to the extent that if you defeat one, the others in the multiverse get stronger.
Okay.
So, and that goes for all 7.
Okay.
But like, unless she comes back, I mean, Lilithmon in Cross Wars wasn't random. She was a scary, sexy Digimon for the literal team of darkness. Lilithmon was nerfed in this episode, right? Oh, she was nerfed in more ways than one. What?
Normon should have been dead after that attack.
I mean, she wasn't one of the 7 great demon lords like Beelzemon and Tamers. Yeah, I mean, Cross Wars Beelzemon isn't one of the 7 demon lords either. So, like, it's
Why?
different universe. Oh, because
Oh,
it's a completely it's
yeah.
different. Well, Cross Wars Beelzemon's a completely different species.
Mm.
Like he's the Cross Wars one is the one that's covered in armor. It's not the biker one.
Mm. We need to get that biker statue. Is it a statue? Bigger.
Yeah, I can look into that.
Yeah. Isn't there a statue of that other motorbike guy? You call him Mullet?
Oh,
Like-
yeah, from Final Fantasy VII.
Is there a statue of him too?
There's a play arts like figure which is like about the side. Like those things are like they're about I don't know, they're about like 12 inches tall or whatever.
Yeah.
And it like those play art Kai figures are like they're like 150 to 300 by
Yeah.
themselves. And then there's the version you can get where what was his actual name? Roche?
That's right.
Yeah, Roche. But like there is a version of him you can get that comes with the bike.
Yeah.
And it's like $600 or something.
Jeez. I was gonna be like, it'd be cool if we could get both of them with the bikes and put them together.
Let them race.
And then we'll get an Akira statue in the middle.
Canada. Yeah, we'd have to get Canada on his motorcycle.
Doing the sideways thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that exists.
Oh, if it does, it's well out of print.
Mm.
I don't think that's recently made.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll have an anniversary.
A couple of years ago, the
Yeah.
Blu-ray set I got was for the anniversary.
Okay.
But like that was 2017, I think.
Oh, okay. Maybe not so recent.
Because the movie came out in 88.
Yeah.
So it was probably a 2018 release
yeah.
of the Blu-ray. So the next
So
anniversary is
they'll bring out the statue in.
probably yeah, they'll do a rehash of the merch or something. In 6 years. That's if we're not all underwater in 6 years.
Digimon Ghost Game 1047. Oh, the episode.
Yep, that's
where we'll get to.
No, I refuse.
I'll just take over.
I will fly to Toei headquarters before that happens.
Oh, that water didn't take well.
But I was liking this episode up to the you broke a piece of my armor. I like you. Or well, it wasn't her armor really, it was her headdress or whatever, but still
that was the same. Yeah, it's just the same thing again.
Yeah, but but Lilithmon
flirting with Gulu.
Yeah. She is the demon lord of lust after all.
Gulus is a pretty boy.
Especially in that fan art you like.
Oh Christ. That was yeah.
She was being interested since the beginning. Gulus was resisting her curse. Then they saw each other. Yeah, like Gamamon's eyes turning. I'm like, oh my god, it's awake.
Yeah, just the shock of it though.
Yeah.
As he turned and we were expecting it, and it didn't happen, and then boom. You broke my Blasmon armor. I don't know why I read that like you sunk my battleship.
Yeah, I read it like that as well. Yeah, I read it like that as well.
Oh. Yeah, no, I really did like this episode. The whole her driving the car and trying to get the angels, and
she's thirsty for Gulus.
She is. Coming back for him.
Is she gonna be the reason Gulus is able to evolve?
Ooh.
Maybe that Battle Gamamon card is telling us something.
Yeah, maybe she
she'll
uses all her
separate
superpower and separates the data or something.
Or Gulus uses her to an end and takes her power for himself to separate.
Ooh.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, because he can eat the Colors.
Because he can eat the colors, yeah.
Oh, he's gonna eat a demon lord.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the overwhelming power from eating a demon lord will let him evolve.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Mm.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, because that wasn't random. Him eating the colors couldn't have been random. It wasn't just.
Yeah, it has to lead somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably knows exactly what Gulus is. They all seem to.
They all, yeah. This is
They
it's
all look at
this is also
Galamon and
becoming a
kinda-
trend where they all sort of know the white Digimon or
Yeah,
the
they
jet
just
black champion or
yeah,
whatever.
they look at him and go, "Oh, it's you."
Hmm. So we're seeing more of that. I'm really starting to think more that the one or orchestrating all of this is going to end up being Hokuto.
I mean, yeah, like his Domak is
Oh, it's
just
just
a
an act.
front for his
Yeah.
son, and he's actually a big evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe not an evil per se, but
I kind of hope he is. I kind of don't hope that he's possessed by God or something.
yeah, no, I know
I kind of
that,
like
but
because Digimon is quite cowardly with the evil human thing.
yeah,
It's done it
is he gonna have a black ear?
well. So yeah, like V Tamer, Digimon World 1, Digimon Adventure 02, and Digimon Savers. It doesn't do it often, but it's it usually comes down to, oh, he was possessed by something bigger.
Yeah,
Except in season 5 where the evil human is just a
yeah.
he yeah, he is he's a HM01 with an N in there somewhere. Um
The Lilith Man confirmed that Gulus is separate personality. Yeah, well, we
yeah,
figured that. We figured he was just a second one living inside there, waiting for his time to shine. And
yeah, Analog Man. The one Karada was based on. I still, yeah, and I will hold true to that. I still think Karada was a big Analog Man homage. Um
by the way, is it just me or we get a string of sexy Digimons lately? Oh yeah.
but we certainly have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hold on, I gotta update the listy thing here. For the
Oh, there
monster
we
of the
go.
week.
Yeah,
So we had like Lilithmon, Kazuhamon, Bastimon.
Bastimon. Balmon, if you're
Ballman,
into that.
yeah, Ballman had something to him.
He's a pretty boy under all that.
Yeah, make Crackmon, Witchmon, Oleamon.
Oleamon
Before she got creepy.
visually.
Visually, yes. Before she
Yeah.
got creepy. Yeah, so like we really have.
Yeah, Calamarmon.
Oh God, yeah. That episode.
Yeah.
And then we have to go all the way. Obviously, and then I mean, even though Tropiumon was the monster of the week, we got Thetismon out of that episode.
Yeah, that's way back.
Yeah, like it's really wild to think now that Thetismon was episode 29. That was 30 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Nearly. I mean, in another 2 episodes, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we've gotten 3 waifus in a row.
Yeah. Oh, so I reckon for the January 8th episode, we might have spoilers for 59, 60, 61.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yami says there's no reason not to be honest with Kotaro after this week. How much more does he have to go through and still accept holograms as an answer?
yeah, I really think they
Yeah,
need to
this
sort of
is-
nip
this
that
is
in the bud
time.
now.
Yeah.
Give him Espimon like we thought.
Yeah. Well, even if he doesn't get a Digimon, he needs to know about them now. He's been attacked by them how many times?
Yeah, and now he's actually had direct interface talking dog monster
Yeah.
and a woman mummifying him.
Yeah, like there's
You know, it's not like was it the Kazuhamon episode? It was like, oh, she conveniently erased all their memories.
Yeah. Did the alcohol, the sake, did they erase memories? Did they remember?
I
they
don't
think
know.
they like dreamt it or
I
something?
think so because
Because they all kind of woke up.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Kotaro was just returned to his bed and he kind of woke up. So
Yeah.
he's probably like, that was a weird dream.
Yeah. And then Clockmon, they all thought was a ghost.
Yeah, which understandably, but like my Crackmon was being cuddly and getting fed and getting pampered and
Yeah. I mean, could play that off as a weird adult version of a hologram.
yeah, Fukatsu's into some weird stuff. I mean, I don't blame him, but he's into some weird stuff. He doesn't even need a Digivice, but probably be wise to partner up with someone for actual protection.
Yeah, just put Efimon on like protection detail, and he doesn't have to be his partner. Yeah,
that's kind of cross-warsy. The two of the characters in that show aren't generals, but they basically borrow some of the main protagonists' Digimon, like for basically that reason.
Yeah.
That's a very cross-warsy thing. I like that.
But at this stage, he definitely needs some kind of talk. It has to be acknowledged. If it's not acknowledged and he just goes on and gets attacked again, I'll be upset.
Yeah.
You cannot talk to
a
big dog and then have a woman mummify you and go, all right, I'll just accept
holograms are weird.
Holograms are, yeah.
Yeah.
They must have glitched.
Just thinking of the characters at the start.
Like the boy with the birds to dolphins, yeah.
Oh god, yeah. They were all part Hawkmon to Orcamon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still the weirdest transition I think I've seen in a while.
I'm a bird. Now I'm a fish.
But
they're not even a fish.
It's like Zelda. It's like Zelda. The Zora's turning into the Ritos. And then Breath of the Wild went, no, they're separate and they both exist together. And I went, but that's not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, that kid didn't have no Digivice.
Now, where's our female Beelzemon in Ghost Game? Oh, Biel Starmon? I could see her turning up. Although I could also see Balmon coming back evolved.
Oh.
That could be interesting.
What way did he go out again? I know they asked him all the questions and he couldn't answer them. But was it just you know more than me, I'll leave?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
So he could come back even stronger with more knowledge. He's street smart now.
And that's where he gets his motorcycle.
Yeah. Let's just write our own show.
Yeah. Balmon a girl? I mean, I don't think they present themselves that way, but Digimon are technically genderless. I mean, even when Lilithmon opened up the gate, Hero was like, Lilithmon opened it up themselves, not herself.
Yeah.
Themselves. So
I don't know. My brain is because I know me and Desmond have all the innuendo, and my brain is trying to make something out of that sentence that might not be there.
Don't force it. If the jokes don't come naturally, don't force them. Meanwhile, Petermon and Captain Hookmon are still clashing swords somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be so funny to just see them in the boat going past in the distance or something.
Yeah.
I need to go get some water. I will leave you to talk for a second. That's okay?
It's not.
Why is it not okay? I need water.
You have water.
I don't. That's old water. I need all these waters are... Oh, you have water. There you go. I don't need to leave. I do need water though.
Yes. Baby needs her boppy.
Thank you.
Okay. So, what? Okay, let's get into this then, because I like the episode. I don't like how the fight ended.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick of that. but
The fight was good right until
but
that moment.
but I think the only thing that really saves it is Lilithmon calling Gulus out at the end.
Yeah.
Like if she had just gone, "Oh, you're interesting," opened the gate and pissed off,
Yeah.
I'd have been like, "Ah, God, that sucked." And I think it would have brought down the rest of the episode.
Mm.
But because she made a point of going, "Yeah, but what about the other you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's juicy. That keeps the plate spinning." So,
Mm.
boof.
Is it? It's just because she's a demon lord, she can open the gates just like that.
It's probably because she's a mega level.
So in theory, they should just learn to open the gates themselves.
Yeah,
Okay. So maybe because they've seen her do it, then they'll be able to.
maybe. I've someone
Yeah.
has to. I imagine it's going to be a thing from Hokuto where it's going to be like, "Hey, you can do this," and they're going, "Oh, why didn't we try that?"
Yeah.
But I don't see it happening until everyone has their mega,
Yeah.
which means February.
Yeah. Maybe they have to open it together, all three of them.
Oh, like that thing in Try where they were all in a circle with the Digivices. Hey, Sleek.
Sleek. This episode's okay, but is also an episode that doesn't make me want to skip every 5 minutes. She doesn't need a rice cooker to open the gate.
Just need a rice cooker.
What?
I
What?
no idea where that joke was landing, but yeah. So what out of 5 then? What would you like to give Ghost Taxi?
I enjoyed the mummified people. That priest was scary as shit. He looked like something out of Castlevania or something.
Yeah. The nun at the start was just like,
yeah,
she just got yeeted out of the cab.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah, you're useless. You don't know where the angels are. I don't
Which
like.
is funny because you would think a priest and a nun would just bring them back to church, but maybe
But
because
if
she's
there's
a
no, if
demon.
there's no people there, they're gonna go. There's no one here. They were looking for some.
But what angels were they looking for? Like that's
Yeah.
the other thing. Like I remember when we were talking about this for the spoilers, we're like, oh, maybe we'll see an Angemon, or maybe there'll be an Angelwoman or something. And
There was a flash of them, wasn't there?
there was some sort of flash.
It was like a silhouette of, like you could see all the wings and stuff. But it looked.
Oh, it was very blink and you miss it. Yeah.
It was, but it wasn't like just generic angel shapes. It was Digimon angel shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy Ghost Taxi. Crazy Taxi, remember
That's what I should have called the episode.
that?
I called it because it's the Christmas episode, like the ghost game of Christmas present.
I
Today.
like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Crazy Taxi also works. Dang, you gave Impurity a 5. It wasn't that good.
Well, you weren't here, so
You'll have to watch back and figure out why.
there you go.
We're not having that discussion again. Oh, wait till you get to that Atman episode.
Oh, hold on. Which one? Oh, the airy one, or this one,
no,
or
the Net Ocean in Trouble.
yeah.
Our big
Oh God, yeah, that discussion.
Yeah,
we got all we got all introspective for like 20 minutes. It was great.
Introspective and anti-human.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Lilithmon anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
She was fun. She had a fun design. She has a fun design anyway.
Yeah, it was nerfed though.
It was nerfed, but it worked. Are there 2 L's in Lilith?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I liked her, and I liked her little, like, well, her whole fight and ending.
Yeah.
And her flirting.
See, there's no one else. Like, there's a part of me that's like we didn't get Gulus.
No, you didn't.
And there's a part of me that's like, oh, but it's the tease of Gulus. I can't give it to the tease of Gulus. He wasn't in the episode. We got the black eyes.
I mean, you could pull up a me and say Black Eyes Gamamon.
No, I think I'll give it to Lilithmon as well.
And this is where the 3-hour plus problem kicks in. They become too long to go back and catch up on. This is true.
Yeah, this is the. I mean, on that, that's kind of where I'm may be looking in future at uploading audio versions to like something like Stitcher or SoundCloud
Spotify.
or Spotify or something, and doing it that way. That way, if you don't catch the live show, at least the audio version you can sort of pause and come back to at your own pace.
Yeah, and unlike YouTube, YouTube, you
Yeah,
have
because
to be
YouTube you can,
in the app.
yeah,
You can't close it.
because unless you've got YouTube Premium, you can't go out of the app
Yeah,
anymore. That used to be a feature,
yeah.
and then they went, "Nah, we'll make you pay for that one." Like Twitter and its edit button. Not paying $8 a month for an edit button, musky. Um,
Boobs nerfed, says Desmond. Yeah.
yep. Especially
Which
compared
is
to the Cross Wars one.
yeah. It is surprising that they nerfed the boobs considering what they've been doing lately.
Oh yeah, I thought okay,
But I
Lilithmon.
guess they just didn't want the focus to be on that.
I think yeah,
Yeah.
I do think so. I also think it's a very dub safe design. So like animators for the dub version aren't going to have to go crazy trying to cover them up like they did with Cross Wars Lilithmon. Because there
they
are
learned from their not the mistake, but
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if it was done in mind, but there are a couple of scenes where like her hand gets in the way, and it already looks like the curve has been edited out because they're not stupidly large, honkadonk.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like when she puts
internet
out her
meme
hand
size.
like that, there's no cleavage behind it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
noticed
yeah.
that, yeah.
So because they're not supersized,
Yeah,
because
like this
anime.
is an episode they can't really cut up.
Yeah.
Either. So they'd really have to like actually animate her differently.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So I think that might be, and that yeah. So and then they kind of made up for it with making her classic looking.
Oh yeah, she got a very like late 80s, early 90s anime face there toward the end. And I was like,
I was really enjoying it.
yeah, it's weird though, because like the look is there, but because it's done with a more modern anime aesthetic to it, there's an uncanniness to it. So I'm like, I don't know if this works or not.
I think it did.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I know, I liked it. They did the same to Dark Magician Girl. They censored her. We ordered Dark Magician Girl?
The First for Figure statue, yes.
Yes.
I also have the model kit that I'll be putting together in the new year.
Yeah.
I don't like last year, our first stream of the year last year was assembling the Millennium Puzzle. I feel like this will be a lot easier. I don't know if it's going to take any less time though.
Yeah.
So
I have to take all the little pieces out.
Yeah, and there are some pieces that I feel like if I look at them wrong, they'll get lost under the desk.
At least this year though, we do know in advance which tools that you actually need.
Yeah. So I will be arranging a date for that. It won't be the first stream of the year this time, just because basically because I want to be able to make sure I have a workstation that's ready to go and plan ahead.
Yeah.
Rather than just put the model kit going and down and go, right, let's see what happens.
Yeah. But we need to clear Christmas out of the room first, and then we can work on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm finding it hard to rank this episode. Not rank.
Score.
Rank score.
Well, yeah,
score and rank, I suppose. I really did enjoy it, but there were things that brought it down. But then they weren't as bad because of other things.
Yeah, as I say, like that thing, like if Lilithmon had just gone, oh, you got a hit in, I like you, I'll be back, and just opened the gate and disappeared. Hey, she could open a gate, so that's kind of wild, but the fight would have ended the same way as the Dark Knightmon and the Kazuhamon fight. Yeah. But because she kind of went, no, I'm going to come back and you're going to work for me.
Yeah.
Whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that enough that it makes up for the interruption to the battle.
Yeah. And Sleek said it's an average 3. Imagine if they did the same thing with Trackmon to Lilithmon.
God. Well, I do
Oh,
think
They could.
well, we
She
were
comes
only
back
saying
and
that.
Gula's like stabs her in the face and go, "I'm not working for you."
Well, we did say that only what 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Where my guess is he backstabs her, eats her colors, and that's how he's able to evolve.
Yeah. What color was she? Purple.
Yeah. So they're going to bring back that color eating thing from the Aboromon episode.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't shock me if like he goes along with it.
Yeah.
She pulls the Gulu's personality out of the Gamamon body,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Ah, wonderful. Curse my sudden but inevitable betrayal." you know.
Yeah. So it wasn't only a hit in. Remember what Sirius did to get that hit in?
Oh yeah, he
stabbed
had to
like
take it.
three razor nails.
Yeah, he had to take the stab to lure
Yeah.
her in, and she complimented like because even when he first evolved, she's like, "Oh, you can evolve, but you don't know how to use this power." And then she was very enamored by how much he was. The episode is just starting again randomly.
Crunchyroll just went, "Hey, let's watch it again."
I don't even have the.
It wasn't even open.
I didn't even have the app open. Crunchyroll just start playing the episode. Weird.
Yeah. If the battle continued, at the very best, that would have been a double knockout. It's triple the dose of poison than the perfect.
Yeah. So what do you want to give it?
Tough one.
You first.
Me first.
Yep, you're the newbie.
The newbie. You haven't seen this episode before either. Oh, this is hard. Lilithman is delicious, you know. In this case, Gamma really has something inside that could agree with her. Lilithman did the classic bad guy thing, asking the good guy to join them. Yeah, like that scene.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
I just picture that bit where Green Goblin comes over and slaps Spider-Man on the back of the head and leans on the thing. And he's like, "We could pee him up," but it's real casual. Like,
Yeah.
That's always one of my favorite bad guy trying to get the good guy to join him scenes. I don't think it's a 3.
No.
I think it's higher than a 3.
I think it's higher than a 3, yeah.
Definitely not a 5.
Okay. No, it's not last week's episode. Like last week's episode had a lot in its favor that, we've kind of we've seen this before, so we can't give you bonus points for that anymore.
Yeah, and I know Simon and Kazumon, like, they got extra points for being sexy waifus, but
Did they?
for me, yes.
Oh, okay.
It certainly helped. Yeah, I think I go with a 4.
I think a 4 is fair.
Yeah.
I
know I liked it more than you did.
Yeah, I was leaning toward 3.5. Because it's in the moment, the whole cracking the piece of the outfit and then going, "Well, you're okay."
Yeah, your whole demeanor changed when that happened.
Yeah, because I was enjoying it up till that, and I was like, "We just did that last week."
Yeah.
And then like 3 weeks before that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like you've hit me. Amazing.
Yeah, you got
you're
like it worked for the Dark Knightmon episode because, well, he's a goddamn knight.
Yeah.
That's how chivalry works.
Yeah.
Like that
honor codes and whatnot.
Yeah. The other two were just like.
That's why it worked with King Kakuman as well.
Yeah.
And King Kakuman.
Yeah.
Because they were warriors and they have certain codes that they adhere to. But yeah.
But again, what, and I think I would have stuck to the 3.5 if she had just opened the gate and ran away, and did basically pulled a Zasomon and went, "I'll get you next time," and that was it.
Yeah.
But what brings it back around to a 4
Yeah.
is her calling Gulus out
Yeah.
and being like the first one to directly look at the kids and go, "The other one of him." And that saved it for me.
It's not just randomly saying, "Ooh, the jet black tyrant," or the, whatever.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna give it a 4.
yeah, that's a good score.
Mm.
Not quite up there.
No, it is a low 4. I will say that. Like,
Yeah.
it would be like, hold on, we'll go over to the ranking side of it now. Jesus Christ, we have to scroll down. So.
Oh. Well, Headless is a 4 as well.
Well, yeah. Well, so let's see then. Actually, you know what? I'll just in case, just depending on how much maneuvering we need to do.
Yeah.
Just pull that down a couple.
So where are my 4s?
Here are your 4s. Where would you like to place this episode? Because I know where I'm putting mine.
Go first.
Okay. I'm gonna go under Headless.
Okay.
Because we were talking about King Kakumon and King Kakumon.
Yeah.
And there's Headless. And it's the same ending.
Yeah.
But it's it's not down at Scribbles and Warp Time.
Yeah.
Just because of how much the ending does get saved by, for me anyway, Lilithmon, talking to Gulus directly.
Yeah, that's why I'm having trouble with it, I think. Because that was very good. In a bad moment. Very good.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
So that's where it goes for me. So it's...
Second Sight is...
Yeah.
Headless... kind of comedic as well.
Oh yeah, like
he just put his head through the hole and just
the portal closes around him. And if somebody is opening the gates willy-nilly and sending the Digimon through, did Hokuto just look at Dark Knightmon and go, "This'll be fun," and close the portal on him? It's like, if we find out Hokuto did that, I might actually like Hokuto. The deadbeat might have actually appealed to me for his comedic nature.
Yeah, like, back when he was just in the real world.
Yeah.
Before he disappeared in a ball of fire. What was he? He a scientist?
Yeah, like a researcher or something, yeah.
Okay. So this is all a big research project for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how Digimon react in the real world, or how people react to Digimon, or...
Yeah, I still think we're gonna,
one wonders, is it actual evil, or just being an insane researcher, like that other girl with the Morphomon. She didn't care that she was hurting it. She was getting whatever data she needed.
What I was going to say was, we did theorize, way at the beginning, that through some method, Gulus was reduced to Gamamon. And Hero and Octo sent Gamamon to Hero to guide him down a better path.
Yeah. And
that, so he was no longer the Jet Black Tyrant. I reckon Gamamon's going to remember something in a couple of episodes.
Maybe.
Because we haven't seen baby Gamamon in the show. It didn't hatch from an egg. We haven't seen an in training or a baby form. He just started as Gamamon.
Yeah.
And it might lean into the reason why even the grown-up forms talk like a baby.
Yeah. Or it could be, maybe Gulus, I don't know, opens up that part of their brain to share the memory. All of it.
Yeah. No, as I said, one way or another, I think he's gonna remember something, and that's gonna cause a cavalcade of just um shenanigans. But I do want, but when Kazuhamon last week started talking about the one who sent them, it
Mm.
did make me wonder if we've all been thinking like SPMon or Blacktailmon Uber was Hokuto's partner.
Yeah.
What if it is Gamamon?
Yeah.
Like the original.
Or Gulus even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original version.
Mm.
They partnered, and then it was like maybe Hokuto had a moment of, oh no. Or, I wonder what would happen if.
Yeah.
Because we have to, like, kind of spoilers for the future, possibly. We have to keep in mind as well that one of the options on the new Gamamon Dim card is a Jogras of Siriusmon and Arctusmon.
Yeah.
So
that comes into the show,
which does kind of lean into the idea that they might be getting separated at some point, maybe through Lilithmon. Maybe that Betel Gamamon card is sort of
showing it off. Yeah,
it's just giving us a glimpse into the future.
Oh, Reiko took out the doggy.
Enjoy your walk, Reiko.
Lilithmon really needs a made in China sexy statue figure like they did for Angelomon. Oh, like that one, the knockoff one of your one?
No. There's like this one where it's like, oh god, it's bloody massive. Like, the first for figures Dark Magician Girl, we were looking at the massive one of those. Yeah. It's like that big, and you have to like plug in its wings, and you have to plug in its helmet and put on its chest plate and all of that, and it's super naked otherwise. You like basically have to dress the thing.
Okay.
You've probably seen them, like you remember the Tifa statue going around a while ago where doing the Jacko pose?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Or the Aerith statue, which has
Is it kind of leaning forward with cleavage? Like, I know they all kind
no.
of but no.
No,
okay.
no. That's the official one you're thinking of.
No.
Where it's flying in the air, leaning forward, and it's just all boobs, and Hikari's running beside it.
I don't think that's.
And that was why we weren't allowed to have it.
Yeah. No, maybe I'm thinking of another one. Maybe I'm thinking of someone completely different.
It could be something completely different, yeah. But I know I know the one.
Yeah.
Does the internet gets freaky?
Yeah. Why we have Tifa and a Jacko pose?
Basically, yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm going to do the same as you. Put it under headless.
Okay, just under headless, or do you want to?
Yes.
Okay.
I like Lilithmon more than I like Bitsumon.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, this is why I like letting you go first, because sometimes I wonder if my decisions influence yours.
No, they don't. But like we both said it, that it's just headless and Game of Death.
Yeah, but ending wise,
yeah, it's the same.
But people who have been asking for plot for the last 12 weeks.
They forgot Gulus again. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. He kind of featured. He was kind of a big part of this episode. But we're starting to get that.
Are they gonna be happy about that, or are they gonna be upset that we only saw his eyes?
I don't know. But like
we're never getting him back.
So let's pop back over here then. So pyramid next week, and it looks like people are getting turned into the bricks to make the pyramid, which is wild and crazy.
So, what do you think?
Not next. Well, so yeah, it is next week's, not this week. I think we're getting Dire Bitmon next week.
No, I mean enemy wise.
Oh, and I've no idea. Oh no, we do know.
Is it spoilers?
It was in the synopsis. Like the TV guide synopses that we read for the spoilers. So the information is out there on who the monster of the week is.
Okay, well maybe we won't say it just in case.
Fair enough.
People don't want.
Yeah.
You can turn off the mic and tell me though.
So yeah, Oh, pyramid. I hope it's not a scheme.
It's literally building a pyramid out of people.
Yeah.
It's an
This,
M&M.
this, yeah, it's a scheme to rule humanity anyway.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess we'll get into the best.
All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
Good lord.
There's
There's
your
a
episode title.
there's a reference I wasn't expecting. Good lord. Okay. So I guess we'll get into the comments. Yeah, go on.
Well, actually, let's catch up and see if there's any chat first.
Yeah. So I have the comments for last week's episode here anyway. I'm just gonna refresh the page and make sure.
The essay. Oh damn.
We've three, which may as well be 10 comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will have to sort of I'm gonna have to sort of put my foot down on a couple of things here for these long form comments.
Mm.
But we'll go through it this week, and then we'll have to make some changes because
That's a lot to read.
that is a lot to get through. And I would almost prefer that instead of editing previous comments, you just make a new one in the thread. Just reply to your previous one and make it its own thing.
Yeah.
You know, that, or if that, or wait until the review goes live and put it in that comment section.
Yeah, so we can read it next week. Because that's what we do. We read the comments about the last week's episode on the new show.
Yeah. But
So,
at the same time, I don't want to discourage people from telling us what they thought of the most recent episode ahead of time. But just make it its own comment going forward at a minimum.
yeah.
That's all I ask, because there's a particular comment here, and I'll go through it this week in the interest of fairness, but going forward I just won't.
Yeah.
I'll cut off at
Yeah, just pick out the main points and
yeah.
We'll
just pick out the main points and sort of uncover those, because
like we love interaction and all, but again, reading one person's comment taking up that much time, it takes away time from everyone else. But we'll catch up with the chat first anyway.
Hold on, I'm gonna actually find let's see.
Oh, you're looking up the statue?
Yeah. Because there will be safer work images
Yeah.
that I can show off. So it's not that one.
Is that the one you were talking about?
No, that's
No.
not. This is the one I was talking. No.
That's pretty.
That's close, but not the one I was thinking of.
Really pretty. It's hard to make her not pretty.
Yeah, this is new. This is 2020 based.
Oh.
So this seems to be a new version of the band one. You know, but I think it's this one. So I'll grab the image here. But basically, yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's it.
She doesn't have a face.
No, canonically she doesn't. It's all mesh wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Noah Studio 1/4 Wonder Woman statue.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is why I'm not sharing the screen yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, you can put that image on screen, surely.
Nah, I'm not risking it. YouTube, I'm not risking YouTube bringing out the yellow monetization ban hammer. But yeah.
This is not fabric.
I know. Like, it's really well put together, but so I believe this is the image that was being referenced. Oh God, why is it?
It's huge.
Oh, it's probably because we were zooming.
Oh, we were zooming in on the sprites on the other one.
Yeah. So there we are.
There we go.
What the Nani?
What?
Why is it not showing? it shouldn't be overlapping anything else. It's at the top of the thing. What the?
Uh,
Ah, no, because it's on top of all the other images, so it shouldn't. Like that's still there.
yeah.
That's still there.
I put her into one of those.
Yeah. There we go.
That was weird. Okay.
Yeah. So I believe this might be the one that Androius was talking about.
Yeah.
This is the Noah Studio statue, and there are versions of this statue. There is imagery of this statue that I cannot show for cease and desist purposes, so, or for monetization purposes. So, yar.
Yeah. Delete that image.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
If it's not showing, then
Yeah,
take
I
the
know.
whole thing out.
Yeah, I was getting there. Right.
So, Lilith Man is delicious. I gave it a 4 in the end.
Yeah.
Check out my doggo. Kind of reminds me of Amdimon when he was saying, "What are you hiding?" I think I do remember Betel Gamamon saying the word chocolate. I mean, kind of Weissman was all like, "But the sparklies!
Yeah. And my champions.
My champions and the sparklies!" That was just pure baby talk. So, yeah, it's I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Just figures of all the god grades.
Bandai has to acknowledge that show again for that to work. Sleek, I'm sorry. Bandai has to, not try and sweep that show under the rug and pretend it never happened.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the garage kit. No, this isn't the Noah one, but it's another really fun one. I want to look into this one because I don't know if this is official or not. That Hikari looks odd, but if this Anjuamon is real, like if it's like this is a knockoff one.
Yeah, Hikari has black hair.
Yeah.
Does she have black long hair?
No.
What's behind her?
Oh.
Like a ponytail. I don't know.
But if this one is real, oh god, King Studios one with the arrow, that's pretty cool. Oh, we have that one. We tied that one to the tree.
Back to that.
The one, oh yeah, that's a wild one. The Favor GK 404 Studio one.
That's lovely.
That's
lovely.
Yeah, but
lovely.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll go through these. I don't know. I don't want infinite licensed. Okay, so this one is licensed.
Yeah, it's resin.
Yeah, and that Anjuamon is gorgeous. Hold on, I gotta share this one with the chat.
Yeah, this one is.
We might have to. I literally might have to look into getting this one.
Sparklies. She's a sparkly. Look at her.
Look at that. Look at that.
I want it.
Like, I know it's got the branding we don't like, but
that's okay. We don't have to look at that part.
No, it wouldn't be the first thing that caught my eye.
Yeah. Oh, all the gold is really good looking as well.
Yeah, I really like how shiny her helmet and chest plate are.
Yeah, they've used like a chrome paint rather than just.
Yeah, even her belt buckles or rings or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to touch it. Same.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it's real. I would just hope the wing, and I really love, like, it's very rare with these statues that we actually get like the proper Digimoji on her ribbon. Sometimes it's just the flat pink. But yeah, no, that's pretty damn cool. So I would love to get my hands on one of those.
What did it say it was? $302? Yeah.
Yeah,
Shipping fee is not included. Oh,
deposit.
deposits.
Hmm.
Mm. Oh, it's a pre-order.
Let's get a see if we can get a ooh.
Oh, that's a good side view.
The crest of light in the.
Oh yeah.
I'll show the chat here, and then we'll get into the comments because I
Yeah.
don't want to waste too much time on this. Um.
Not wasting time when it's that pretty.
So that's the side view. Hey, Rico, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Look at this.
Oh, it's so nice.
Even the chrome is even used on the holy ring here.
Yeah, and the feathers falling down.
Yeah, no, it's really good. And then obviously like the crest of light here, the embossed logo.
Yeah.
It's absolutely superb. She's holding the Digivice, and it's all lit up.
And she has like little cartoony proportions then with the big feet and the skinny legs.
Yeah,
It's really
it's adorable. It's you know, it's more mature, but still more household friendly than
yeah, it's not
the
like a
banned Anjouamon statue.
yeah.
The one we weren't allowed to have.
Yeah, that's a bit. I mean, I love it, but
Hold on,
I just know my niece would come into the house and go, anime titties. Oh, side boob. Rico says, I want figures. I have to learn how to assemble figures since I want some of those amplified ones.
finally. Save image as. For those who don't know, this is the banned statue, the one that got one release in Japan. Crunchyroll were going to bring over and then decided no because it wasn't suitable for the target demographic.
The rest of the demographic said otherwise, but
Yeah. So, the 2021 is it's a more mature yet more household friendly version of this. This is like, let's be fair, right? This is quite juvenile.
yeah.
Like it is. This is quite juvenile.
Yeah.
Like she is as stacked as I thought Lilith Mom was going to be in this episode.
They have no idea what is the demographic of Digimon.
No.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, well, I mean, not for the English not for the English language version anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I like that. Like she is just.
Yeah, she was made by someone horny.
Yeah, like those are giant honkin' stonkin', mommy milkers.
Yeah.
To quote the internet.
And that pose and that's not made for
it's
her.
like that. It's like we were talking about it before. That episode in like the final episode in Adventure 99. Or maybe not the final, but the penultimate, so the one before it.
Yeah.
And everyone's flying around and they're all attacking Apoclymon. And Anjouamon gets hit in the back by Seedramon's River of Power.
Yeah.
And it's the camera angle is just like a top-down perspective of Anjouamon looking at Hikari.
Yeah.
And it's just boob. Hikari is lost in all the boob.
Peeking up through the little bit of cleavage.
Yeah. Hikari just gets lost in all the boob.
Tasman said, gasp, too horny.
Yeah, well, that was what Crunchyroll America thought, so we weren't allowed to have that one.
At least Hikari isn't just staring at you playing Battleship. Kami said that is no surprise.
No, it's not.
Justin said, parents would say, I'm not buying this for my child. I thought this was a kid's show.
And that's what happened.
The child is sitting there going, please, mommy, please.
Yeah. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's on AliExpress? At that price on AliExpress? Are
yeah,
they
it's
mad?
a totally different statue, but yeah.
Are they mad?
Or
He doesn't look great.
no.
Cool design, but it doesn't look great.
So we'll get into the comment section, shall we? Because
Otherwise we're gonna start shopping again.
Yeah, well, not only that, but I feel like it's like we've kind of spent time giving out about the length of a particular comment. That if we just dawdle on Anjumon statues for the next hour, it's going to be a bit hypocritical.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Okay, that's fun. The two of them. Oh, it's by the same company doing the.
Only 156 for the two of them. How big is it?
Volume 1. 53 centimeters in height.
Okay.
From 156.
Half a meter.
Yeah.
Quite big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'll
show
share
that to the chat.
Yeah, I'll share this with the chat, and then we'll move on. Is it? I feel like the chat should enjoy this also. How cool is that?
I love it.
I love Anjumon's staff here. She's.
Is that like a wrecked traffic light?
Yeah.
That's really cool, and all the wings, they're just so pretty in the hair.
Yeah, and I do like that the wings aren't like. It's not, on model or anything. Like the wings should quote unquote be white or whatever.
Yeah.
But it does help the statues stand out from each other. The wings don't get lost in the costumes.
Yeah.
And they look like real wings, especially Anjumon's.
Oh, look at her thigh. That is a well-defined thigh.
It is, yeah. There's some definition.
The other one looks so skinny towards it.
But it has got part of the bow and arrow covering it, so
well, it's so stretched out then as well. But no, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I suppose this is a bit plumper because her knee is bent.
Yeah. But it looks really good.
Yeah, Anjumon's quite defined as well. There's like creases in his clothing. He has veins and.
Oh, he's got a big veiny arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
From a different angle, you can probably see his thighs being all well defined as well.
Yeah, but again, as I said, like, we won't waste the chat's time going through all the different angles of this one.
Yeah, but this one is nice, and it's so, I won't say cheap, but
cost-wise, yeah, from 156 is, which makes me wonder, like what do you mean from?
Is there a version that lights up and then a version that does this, or do you get like a display case with it?
Or is it 156 per angel, and then if you want the full set, it's with the base to put them on? It's
maybe,
it's like is this actually two different statues plugged together on the base here?
Oh, maybe.
So
we'll find out later.
Yeah, we'll do some investigative journalism later.
Mm-hmm.
The chat wants to see all the angles. Well. Maybe later. Maybe on the Atmon show, because we'll have to
fill some time on that.
Well, yeah, we'll do it as something between the episodes. All right, so let's get to the comments then. Because again, as I said, like we're going on about the length of the comments, and like I think we're just stalling.
Yeah.
So we have 3. Okay, so we have 3 and a bit. So we've Clatter comments. We've a comment from Clatter. We've a comment from Justin, and we have a scroll from Pedja. So
Pedja wrote an essay for it.
He did. So Clatter. We'll start with Clatter's comment. Spoilers for episode 57. Okay, so no comment. Oh, but there were comments on 56 on the 55 review, were they? I have to go check, aren't I?
Yeah.
See, this is the other thing about commenting an episode an episode ahead
on the previous one.
On the previous one, because I lose track then of like where
the comment was.
Of what the feelings are on the that episode. So
Those
let's,
off all them statues.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to actually go into the my content and go into it from here because once I've reacted to them. Okay. Nope, that's still it's 56. Sorry, I just went into the episode we're already on. There we are. Okay, cat. Yeah, the cat one. And comments. Yeah. Okay. No.
Yeah, I know we read all of those.
Yeah, so we read that one. So the comments for episode 55 were on the episode 55 one, but no comments on 56 on 56. There was comments for 57 on 56.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we maybe tighten that? Just so I don't lose track of like who's saying what and where. We just tidy that up a bit. But anyway, so in regards to tonight's episode, Clatter has left a comment on last week's review, saying spoilers for 57 down below. Not only did my favorite character, those aren't inverted comments; those are accentuation comments, aren't they? So, my favorite character.
Like a sarcastic favorite?
No, like an exclamation favorite, like my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, because it's the inverted commas that would be the sarcastic one. Like the bunny ears, as people call them. So not only did my favorite character get a spotlight in this episode, but also how Nomura got to show he has a heart of gold, just like the main trio. Did he? I mean, he was just perving on the girls in the other school for most of the episode, from what I could tell. But okay, really love the.
I really didn't get that.
I didn't get the heart of gold thing. I mean, his concern for Gamamon, maybe.
Yeah, he wasn't too concerned about the girls. He was like, right, I'll drive you there. Yeah, that's no bother.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she did sort of manipulate his body.
He did, but he was like, oh, maybe they're not here, they're somewhere else. And then she's like, okay, bring us somewhere else, then sure.
Does he have their home addresses? I hope not.
Well, they're all from the same school.
So they might just be back in a dorm.
Yeah, that's
not.
what I think. Yeah. Because they all live in a dorm, so it makes sense.
It would make sense, yeah. Really love the intense, urgent sounding music when Gulus Gamamon's eyes not only turned dark, but also making eye contact with Lilithmon. If there is one thing I have a gripe with this episode, it's the oversaturation of Lilithmon's makeup.
I think, they made her a lot paler.
Yeah, she's very pale. But did they make her a bit more geisha-y? That because that is her aesthetic?
Yeah, like a younger geisha. The thicker makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they did a bit because her outfit is very mono geisha flowy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe they just upped the makeup to, change her up from other media and make her stand out, I guess.
Yeah. I think the chat was saying earlier, like, they moved her mole around and such as well. So they definitely gave her the Ghost Game treatment, I suppose.
Yeah. They just didn't. They just left the thing out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still don't. And you know me. So it's weird that I say it's okay that they were nerfed. Because I didn't feel like it took away from her design.
No, it didn't. And I feel like
it made it different, but it didn't make it bad.
No. It was. No, and I wouldn't say it was bad.
They took Tifa's boobs away.
No, they didn't. She's just wearing a sports bra. And how dare you insinuate otherwise? Are you trying to get cancelled?
The Lilithmon is wearing a sports bra, is what we've decided.
Sure.
Under her kimono.
Under her kimono. Yeah. They did it to her in the Crisis Core remake as well. Which, you know what, that's fine because she's younger in that one, so it's probably more suitable. But yeah, they nerfed her in the Crisis Core remake as well, if you care for that sort of thing.
Reiko said, yeah, the makeup looks strange, but I could get used to it. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I guess they made it ghost taxi.
They
made her more ghostly.
Yeah. I think that's what they were going for. Like they did that to make her look less sexy. Like no, like Clatter's comment, like, did they do that to make her look less sexy?
No.
Either way, I like this episode, and it gets a 4.4.
4.4.
It's
Okay.
very strong. It's
Yeah.
very strong. It's a very strong score. It's like it's a very good episode, and I think like when you have a favorite character in it or a favorite Digimon that shows up, you're going to skew higher as well. Like we've done that, and we've admitted like, oh well, I like this one, so the score is going up a bit.
Yeah, Bastimon and Digimon both
yeah,
got a 5.
Make Crackmon. I mean, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to turn us furry. Although that episode only got a 3, so I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't always work. Anyway, so Justin said, I thought that I was the only one thinking the animation looked way better than usual, but of course it was to set up Hero and Gamamon's evolution to Siriusmon. When you see Hero do his new pose showing off the Digivice Dual V, I was like, wow, they really want us to buy this. Yep, toys in your face. I mean, it's not like insultingly in your face because they're at least showing off the animation for, because it's an animation that the actual bracelet does when evolution is happening.
Yeah.
But and it's like, and other shows have done worse with how toyetic they've gotten. Like
I was just thinking of that. What were we watching the other day where I was like, wow, they don't even try to make them look like props anymore. They're just toys. They weren't morphers, I don't think. Were they?
No, it was. It was the Sentai scene with the hamburger morpher.
Yes, that. Yeah, but like, and that. Yeah.
And you were just like, that's the toy.
Yeah, it's literally a toy. They didn't even try and make it look like anything.
No.
Better. And that you would buy the toy of. They just had the toy in the show.
Yeah, I was introducing Meg to Star Ninja. And yeah, like the burger morpher.
Yeah, because I had seen the burger morpher before.
Yeah.
And you had to remind me what it looked like. And I was like, oh, I think I just blocked that thing out.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, how dare someone knock at the door?
How dare you deliver?
Oh, excuse me.
Would you like a strepsil?
No, I'm okay.
Pokemon can make you like furries too. Yep. Yes, it can.
Or over-enthusiastic rivals. Internet, get your shit together. So
the evolution scene looked so good. Yes, it did.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like it could have been cut down this week.
This week, yeah, Hero didn't need to be in it.
Hero riding on the back of Kano Weissmon is fine, but he doesn't need to be then hovering in the sky going, oh my god, what's happening? Oh,
I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked a bit stupid.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could just cut that bit out a bit.
Yeah. The new song, be honest, I've had to listen to the new song a couple of times to get a feel for it.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that, like, the first time you listen to it, it's almost like you can't hear it. Yeah. I don't know how else to explain that.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like...
You feel like a parent listening to death metal for the first time.
Not the... not where I was going with it, that's for sure. Because... No.
But it's like my mother always says, you know, that music, it's just noise. I can't hear any music in there. And I'm sitting there going, there's classical music and there's drums and, you know, it all meshes well together and she just can't hear it. And that's what I was getting from that song. I just couldn't hear it. What?
But it's the same genre and composer as First Riders, so I don't know how that works, but okay.
Yeah, no, and I'm not saying it is death metal.
No, I know you're not, but I don't get the analogy, because where I was going with it was my take on it was, it doesn't feel like an escalation on First Riders. Oh, no. Like, I almost feel like the two songs should have been flipped.
Yeah.
Because Makuake starts so slow. And and it takes a while to get to this big swell. You know, where First Riders, you had that you know, but you don't have a similar element in
Yeah.
Makawake. So
There's no kind of hype straight away.
yeah,
Yeah.
you've
But
got
that's what I mean. You can't. It's like you can't hear it.
but I don't feel it's that you can't hear it because it's a different genre of music or anything. It's just that
No,
it's
that's
so
not what I'm saying. I'm
low
just saying
or
that I'm trying to explain it so people can understand what I mean by not being able to hear a song. Because obviously I can hear it, but it's just not. It's like it's just not clicking in my brain straight away.
eh,
So I have to listen to a bit of it before I kind of go, yeah.
yeah, okay. Chad, I don't get
Okay, I'm not explaining it well. I get it. But yeah, it took a while for me to.
it. um,
Someone out there understands. But yeah, it's a good song.
yeah, but
You just have to listen to it a few times.
yeah, it's yeah. Um, I would love to. I know I don't have time, but I'm sure somebody will if they haven't already. But I'd love to see what these evolutions will look like with first riders behind them and the
Mm,
older evolutions with Makawake behind them,
yeah.
because that'll really sort of give an idea of if even first riders works in that constant. It's like, and maybe it's just because in that which shall not be named,
Mm,
every evolution stage got a new theme,
mm,
but the music always felt like it was one upping the previous song.
yeah.
So going from Be the Winner to Extreme Fight, then of course to Break the Chain.
Mm,
And Break the Chain has that little orchestral thing at the start, and it's got same thing like kind of what like Makawake is going for,
mm,
where you've got that kind of sweat, like that low build at the start, and it swells and it swells and it swells, and you get to the big part. But I think Break the Chain does it better.
yeah.
Um, because I think Makawake takes too long to get into the good part of the song.
Yeah. And by then the evolution's gonna.
It kind of done already,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Maybe they could have used a different part of the song, maybe.
maybe
Or,
so
yeah.
like I had to like it's on Apple Music, so I've had a chance to listen to it a good 10, 15 times since last week,
Yeah.
and I do like the song. I like the song as a song.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it being an evolution theme yet.
Yeah. I feel like we need to see it a few more times, but
But that's not going to happen until Dire Bitmon and
yeah.
Amphimon show up. So we're not going to have it in our we're not, like we'll have it continue we'll have it consistently with Sirius Mon. But when they start getting into a stage where everyone can evolve, the song will go longer to accommodate the stock footage.
Yeah.
As well as the fight then.
Mm.
So
Yeah, let's see how it goes, I guess, and then have an opinion on it.
yeah, so ask me again in a couple of weeks how I feel on it.
Mm.
Um
Remember when AJ broke the chain and survived? What?
yeah, I did. I broke the chain.
What'd you do?
I don't remember, but I know I broke the chain. I remember doing the thing. I don't remember how.
Desmond said Doggomon did Bork laser again. Oh, if Sheldon could shoot lasers, everyone would be so dead.
Can we just muzzle him?
That wouldn't help with lasers. First.
No, it would help with the
Come
Borks.
No one. You mean Dorbigmon?
Orbicmon?
What?
Oh, yeah, I remember something about Dorbicmon and Survive.
What's a Dorbigmon?
It's a big red dragon.
Okay.
Not the bad dragon kind. Although he is a bad dragon.
Okay. Not sure if familiar. I feel like I'd remember those weird
Yeah, the emblems on his chest.
Are they eyes?
No, they are just emblems.
They're just emblems. That looks like a mouth.
I promise you, it's not a face.
Yeah, it does look like a face, but yeah, I feel like I'd remember those weird
Hmm.
nipples. I definitely would have commented on those. What is he half and half there?
Oh
On
yeah, he
OP.
uses another Digimon as a mount. You know the Four Sovereign, the big tree, the bird,
Yeah.
right? The golden one here,
Mm.
Huanglongmon, is
Yeah.
like the one at the center,
Yeah.
and yeah, Dorabikmon can just use it as a mount,
So is he sitting on him or is he?
fused into it.
He's fused into it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't seeing a leg somewhere.
No, no, he's just fused into it.
Does he just step into him?
His legs.
Oh,
I guess his legs just disappear for 5 minutes.
oh, it is 12:45. Time to bow. Overstayed as it is. Night all. Good night, Yami.
Night, night, Yami. Thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
All
back
right, so we'll
to-
catch. So we'll stop getting sidetracked for like a moment. Anyway,
Maybe
so
it did go the same way, same route as Tamers and Frontier, where for the evolutions to Adult and Perfect they share the same song. When it's for the mega levels, they give it an awesome new song, and personally,
I love it.
I love it. As soon as I finished watching the episode, you can find the new song on YouTube now. Listen to it with headphones; it's great.
Oh, okay. Well, that covers like I've
Yeah.
been listening to it on Apple Music.
Yeah.
I think it's on Spotify as well. So if you want to listen to it officially,
Mm.
just search Makuwake Digimon
Mm.
because there are a couple of songs on there called Makuwake.
Okay.
So, the big question is the time limit. Weismann's evolution was going time again, and this time after using 3 attacks. Does that mean after evolving again that the time limit is over and done with? Yeah, they haven't really addressed it, and I get the feeling they're just never going to mention it again. I do get the feeling that we're just never going to acknowledge the time limit.
Yeah, well, they barely acknowledged it to begin with.
Yeah, like, but even like this week, like Lamormon and Thetismon were out for a while,
Yeah.
and there was nothing.
Yeah, like, what did they attack, or did they just get attacked?
No, they attacked. Like they were
Did they-
swinging.
Oh yeah, they swung her around, didn't they? Or
Yeah.
they swung him around. Yeah. Sorry,
they
I
threw
forgot
him
about
at-
the fight with him first.
Yeah, they threw him into a wall and cracked all his armor.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about him for a minute.
And
What's
Lamormon nearly
his
got
Cerberus?
Lamormon nearly got blown up like at point blank range.
Yeah.
Cerberusmon, yeah.
Cerberusmon, and then he was
Cerberusmon werewolf mode.
werewolf mode. Okay.
Don't ask me why.
Yeah. He
'Cause-
was from literal wolf to human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why
Backwards,
it's
yeah.
called werewolf mode. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care to. Um. I give this episode a 4.5. Favorite character is Siriusmon. That's strong. That's a fair
Mm.
choice, yeah.
Yeah.
And AJ, you'll never guess what happened to me. You see, I do DoorDash food deliveries for work on a bike, and I wanted to listen to music, so I like break the chain. The moment where the singer goes, "Just break the chain," and I began to pedal. Fucking bike chain actually breaks. We get it fixed. Wow. I contemplating if I should laugh or be angry at that point, but either way. Yeah, no,
Good
that's
timing.
yeah.
I love when things like that happen.
You're just tempting fate. Like,
yeah.
like I'm sorry I'm sorry you broke the chain, but at the same time, that's kind of hilarious.
That's exactly the way you wanted to break.
Yeah. Yeah, I like as long as you're not hurt, like as long as it didn't
Fall off the bike or
as long as it
something.
didn't throw you off the bike or as long as you're not hurt,
Mm.
I think it's okay to laugh. But if it gave you a bad fall and you I don't know, what kind of injuries do you get from falling off a bike? Like broken arms, elbows?
Broken arms, scratches.
Yeah.
You could break anything. Depends on what way you
Depends on
land.
what you land, yeah. So as
Yeah.
long as you're
you
not
didn't get hurt.
yeah, as long as you didn't get hurt.
Rick said, I want to see that.
Jelly one second, her kissing him. That wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
That would not, because if the kids are going to be involved in the evolution
Yeah.
in some form, she'll like Thetismon will like peck him on the cheek or something, and then like go all Saint Seiya with how the arm with like it'll just be her spinning around. It'll be like a Saint Seiya armor set up. Or I suppose like where Garurumon evolving to Crest Garurumon. where it's just like arm, leg, chest, head.
I was fine, but my mind was broken.
That's fair. Okay. And then we get into the big one.
The big one.
So, Pedja.
Alright,
Thank
well-
you for commenting as always, but this is it's this kind of comment where I think I'm gonna have to start laying down some house rules for how this will work.
Yeah, well, we could stop before the edit anyway, and
Yeah.
if we need to
And
take
we'll-
a break from reading.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Just
The comment's long enough without the edit. Like, don't edit the comment. Just make it its own new one in the same thread.
yeah,
Just
let's make a new one.
especially when it's just a wall of text.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's very. I can't think of the word I was gonna use there.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to read when it's a big wall of text. It's easier when it's a couple of comments.
Yeah. So it says Ryusekan. Rosan Shoryuha. Nebula Chain. Diamond. Dasto. Hoyoku. Tensho.
You're really procrastinating now.
I know. I don't want to read it. I do.
Read the
No,
comment.
okay, fine. Phoenix. Genmaken.
I'll start reading, will I?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Look, look.
Pegasus.
This
Stewie
is where-
Seiken.
This is where it stops for episode. Look, it's 54, 55, 56.
This. Oh God. Why?
Yeah, so start here and go as far as here.
Okay. Okay.
All right. First episode 54.
Right. Episode. Right. So. All right. Last couple of episodes were pretty interesting. Pegasus says. First episode 54. I like this episode because of the horror in the episode was 1 point. Lesson of that episode is power comes with a price. Hero got a power to see the future from Fujitsumon. Typo. But it cost him a lot of pain.
Caused him a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And I like how we got a fight between Gamamon and Espimon, two good friends. I'd give that episode a 3 out of 5. 3.5.
That's fair. Then for episode 55, Pedro liked that episode because of Bastimon. This version of Bastimon was amazing. She wanted to dominate all humans, and her body language when she was doing her hypnosis was great. As well as Ursula from The Little Mermaid said, don't underestimate the power of body language.
Okay, I like that.
That's a reference. Also, I think her voice actress did an amazing job. I give that episode a 4.
That's fair.
Yeah?
I give it a whole 5.
Now, for episode 56. Well, this was definitely the best episode since episode 42. I really liked the horror in this episode, and Kazuhamon was freaking amazing. Even her reasons for doing were all right. Plus, I love how they treated her as a threat. She was very powerful in the episode. Plus, she was a giantess. And her voice actress also did an amazing job. And also, I also like how Siriusmon didn't just one-shot her. She put up a good fight in this episode. Now, as for Siriusmon, yeah, like he was looking clean in this episode, but not just pure, beautifully animated. Not just
pure, but
beautifully animated. Yeah, okay. But let's face it, he's basically an Omegamon with a sword and cannon. But I thought you wanted more 2020. But yeah,
you do the opposite. You're like, no more Omegamon, but I'd like some Omegamon.
oh, I totally acknowledge I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I'm still upset that there is. I'm kind of hoping it happens in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, but it still upsets me that I can't fuse Armarouge and Ceruledge. Because they should be able to become like a Pokemon equivalent to Omegamon.
Yeah. Pokemon. Oh, is that Ben? Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Mummymon. Mummymon, me, take him down.
Bastimon was certainly fantastic, Rico says.
These guys are down for the count. I need help. Dark mode.
Okay. Well, it'll come in the DLC. I hope so. I hope so. Artists have done a good job conceptualizing an Omegamon version of Armarouge and Ceruledge. And I want the Pokemon Company to, grow a pair and just do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked his evolution and his attacks are great. And we even got a plot line in this episode from Kazuhaman, one who sent us to this world.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. And then that carried on in this episode. So, hey, look, I told you all, wait until the Vital Bracelet is out, and then we'll start getting plot stuff.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I was right again. People doubt me.
You know they watch us to get their ideas, like.
Oh, totally, yeah.
That's how that works, right?
That is how that works.
2 options.
It's why also why I can't get the sponsorships. It's a conflict of interest. Okay. I'm kidding on that one, obviously. For legal purposes, I need to state right now I'm kidding on that one. So the one who said, all right, so 2 options. Hero's dad, maybe. We still don't know what exactly he's doing in the digital world. Yep. Artificial virus that created Digimon was mentioned by Angoramon in episode 3. Yeah, we still have to come back around on that.
Well, the artificial...
That is not going to be a Leviathan level threat at this.
Did Hokuto create it?
Oh, possibly. Well,
it's artificial.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That means Digimon have not been in that universe at the very least. Digimon have been a very recent thing and not... Yeah. They were never Kemonogami first, or well, okay, that's one universe again, but a different backstory. But like even like with Tamers or even 02, you know, it is established that Digimon have existed since at least the 1970s, at least. So, if Hokuto did create the virus that created Digimon in turn, that would imply that they're only really in the last. What?
Like a year old.
Maybe, yeah.
I know time works differently in the digital world, but
yeah, well,
still,
yeah, depending on the.
It's not like it's going to be 20 years on that side.
No. Well, it could be. I mean, usually it's what one. Depending on the continuity, because this will also vary between media. It's generally 1 minute in the real world is 1 day in the digital world.
Yeah.
So.
There, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still convinced. I'm still convinced Kiriho was just wearing a wig in Cross War Season 2. His hair didn't grow out that quickly. Anyway, so the artificial virus created mentioned in episode 3, and a third option would be something else because Angoramon did say in episode 3 that Digimon entering the real world could be done. It could be something of a greater force. Yeah, I'd say this episode was an easy 5 out of 5. That's fine. Yeah. Next week, Lilithmon, a demon lord. Yeah, next episode will be good. 3 hot Digimon ladies in a row. First Astimon, then Kazuhamon, then next week Lilithmon. Toei definitely knows what the fans want. And I think that soon we'll see Gulus's perfect level. I believe so too. I still think he's going to eat Lilithmon.
Yeah.
Lilithmon won't be easy to defeat, even with Siriusmon. Also, Cerebusmon, a powerful perfect level Digimon, is in the next episode. Unless they challenge him to a taxi drive. Could you imagine they just start playing Crazy Taxi? That'd be funnier.
So
edit. Okay, so here's the
for today's episode.
Here's the next epic. Okay. Okay, so edit then. Right. Yeah. So this. So, Pedja. Next time, instead of editing your first comment, just pop it in the comment underneath as a reply. Because it just breaks it up easier. It just breaks it up.
If we run out of time, like it's 1 o'clock in the morning right now, and you know we still have half this essay to go.
So there you go, worrying about time again.
I'm not worrying about time. I'm just
saying.
Time on. I'm not worried about the time. I'm just saying, we could split. If they're split up, we'll know.
Are you saying this isn't stimulating for you?
Don't even have a comeback for that.
That's what I was hoping for. AJ wins.
What I mean is
victory.
What I mean is, if it was a separate comment, we'll say, okay, we'll read that one on next week's show, and we'll know where we were.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Anyway, all right. Well, look, let's get it done.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. There's no point pitching a fit. So Plus, we still have Reiko's Bastimon to show off, so
Yeah.
we right. After watching episode 50, so Pedja goes on to say, after watching episode 57, I will say this is another great episode. Lilithmon was great in this episode. I would even say this version is better than the one in Cross Wars. I don't know. I want to see her do more before I say that, because Lilithmon was a constant enemy in Cross Wars. Like, she lasted basically the whole first two series.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to say one episode at 20 minutes long is better than 60 episodes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would go that far, but
No.
I can appreciate that, like even we really did like, what she pulled in this episode, like with the phantom pain, the mummifying people with the breath, putting the curses on people to drain them of their life force and whatever else.
Yeah.
And then even that thing where like her claw shot through the head of the chair and grabbed Kotaro and pulled him back. Like, that was like the first time, like when I watched that, I was like, oh my god, did she just stab him in the head? Because it was just sudden. It was just boom.
Yeah.
So like I really do like this Lilithmon and what she was able to do in the episode and showing off her power set and things. But I don't know if I would personally go as far as to say she's better than the Cross Wars one. Because there's so much more.
Yeah, you got
time.
more of her personality, her everything. Yeah, you spent a lot more time with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, like, but if this enemy actually does come back.
Yeah.
Like, still waiting on Zasomon.
Felismon, where are you?
Felismon, yeah, where did Felismon go? Vamdemon? Matadormon?
Felismon went to that manga.
Yeah, we'll have to somehow review Digimon Dreamers on stream.
Yeah.
We won't be like, if we do it the way we're doing Ghost Game and even Atmon, like, we're not putting the episodes on the screen. So as long as we're not putting the scanlations on screen, we can direct the chat where to download and read them themselves, and we can. I suppose at that point it turns more into like a book club,
Yeah.
But like there is maybe a way we can look into doing Dreamers.
Work it around. Everyone read it, and we'll discuss it next week.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It'd be a nice sort of break. It would be a nice sort of break in between the anime.
Yeah.
So like, if we finish Ghost Game, we're not just jumping straight back into Tamers. We have something to break it up, and then we can then we go into the anime. Okay, so this comment. I love that stare down between her and Gamamon in the black taxi. She was powerful in this episode. I would even say she was holding back. Yeah, probably. And the fact that she can open the gate between worlds shows she is someone of greater power. I also love how they're referencing the plot line from last week, the one who sent Digimon to the world. Yep. I love how Seriousmon, when Lilithmon says, I also love how Seriousmon, when Lilithmon says to him, "You won't join me," the other guy would. And Seriousmon is thinking in his head, probably, is there something I'm not aware of? Yeah, because
Gamamon's not exactly aware of Hulu.
No.
That's why it's like a split personality.
Yeah, and I really don't think they've sort of sat down with Gamamon and said, "Hey, you kind of go crazy from time to time."
Yeah. Do you know
why?
Or do you remember what just happened?
Yeah.
They don't talk to him about that stuff.
No.
Even the camping episode that was meant to be, him talking him through that and him getting over the death of
Bakuman?
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of the other one. But yeah, he just didn't mention Paul.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to wonder, is he aware he's in there? Because we know obviously Gulus is aware of Gamamon. So
yeah. Like, is Gamamon more aware than we think?
Yeah.
Like, is Gamamon putting on an act? That'd be an interesting twist.
He was a little evil baby.
Mm.
Oh, he knew all along.
Yeah, like if we got
Like
like
he's still baby.
if we got a
boys.
black Gabamon, like we
Yeah.
were kind of because we kind of like messed around with that idea the other day. We were kind of you were saying like if we got a black Gabamon, and it's just like his little cape is just tiny little bat wings.
Yeah. So you've never seen a baby Gulu?
No.
Reminds me of the time when SpongeBob spent all that time writing that in his essay.
So anyway, so Pedja continues. The fight in this episode was good too, and the horror in this episode was on point. Yeah, I mean it wasn't like unnervingly gross like something like the Eismon episode, or
It was more akin to Clockmon's first
Yeah.
episode where he just sucked all the life out of people.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were decomposing rather than
Yeah, which was a nice way to go about it because we haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, we've had like other body horror.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've not
Like
had
people
any.
turning into plants or being turned into Octomon or yeah, the Eismon, yeah.
Ugh.
Like the image of Emma with the needle and thread looking at the eye in her arm still creeps me out.
Stop,
It still creeps me out.
stop. Look what you've done. But yeah, yeah.
So Pedro says another 5 out of 5 episode, more episodes like this. And by the way, the new song Makaweke slaps. I'm glad people are enjoying it. Again,
Yeah.
it took me a while. I just again I like it as a song. I don't know if I like it as an evolution song.
Yeah.
Then finally we are moving on to something this show. We're finally
Finally the wait is getting a payoff.
Yep. I started to appreciate this show since the mega level threats are here as monsters of the week. Really? I still want plot, but so far it's okay. We're getting hints of plot, but seriously, they've been fighting perfect level Digimon since about episode 15. I just hope that we'll get Gulus and Dark Digimon plot. Episode 58 could be Angoromon's mega time, but we'll see. Yeah, I think we will. I think we're going to get Dire Bitmon next week. And then, Merry Christmas to us. Oh, thank you.
Merry Christmas, Pedja.
Yeah, we hope you had a good holiday. Are we done?
That was a long comment, Pedja.
Yeah.
Thank you for interacting.
Yeah, no, but again, look, I'm always...
We do appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we're always grateful for the interactions.
We're not getting onto you. Do people say that outside of Ireland? Not getting onto you.
Yeah, I think the
Giving out
meanings...
is giving out is one they don't say in other places.
No.
But yeah, we're not complaining at you. Just split up the comments a bit so we can.
So they're more easily digestible.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, no, I think like everyone's kind of in the same. I think everyone's kind of in the same mindset for like the last couple of episodes and sort of where the show could be going.
Yeah, we seem to be all on the same wavelength about everything.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good to see. You know,
the show is being clear about what's happening.
Yeah,
I think so.
Finally.
You're so salty about it.
I am just enjoying it, but it doesn't help when we're watching Atmon and every episode is plot. Every episode is plot.
Yeah, well, they're two different shows. Separate them.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Different universe, different shows.
No, I know, but I feel like we're by the end of this week we're going to be 25 episodes into Atmon.
Yeah.
And we'll have gotten as much plot out of Atmon in 25 episodes.
We've already saved the world at one stage.
Yeah. We'll be 25 episodes into Atmon, and we'll have gotten as much plot in those 25 episodes of Atmon that Ghost Game has given us in 58. So that kind of
different ways of storytelling.
I
know. I'm just teasing you.
I'm okay. I was okay with the background building, and that was one of the things I really did and still do enjoy about the show.
Yeah.
And I do like that these recent batches of episodes are starting to bring it more into the forefront.
Do you think you'd be more annoyed had they not come out and said anything?
Probably.
Because you wouldn't have that.
If that interview, like if that interview was just like, oh yeah, no, yeah, Where
They didn't say there is no plot.
there is no overarching,
Yeah.
yeah, like it's all background work.
Yeah, like if they didn't say anything about it, then would
I think I would be more annoyed.
yeah, because you'd be still expecting it.
It's still, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, remember, like the first time we got like in Executioner, we first got Gulus, and we were like, "Oh no, the first villain of the show is actually going to be one of the kids' partners."
Yeah.
That's a completely new idea. They haven't really done anything like that before.
Mm.
We've had evil kids, but again, oh, he was poisoned by the dark spore. He wasn't really evil. You know, they've walked it back a lot.
Yeah.
Wormmon was never evil. He was never on the Digimon Kaiser's side.
Yeah.
So the idea that the first arc of the show,
I don't know why I looked up at him.
the villain was going to be, you know, the protagonist's partner.
Yeah.
That was a really cool idea. And it just didn't happen.
Yeah, but it's starting to happen now, so
Yeah. Well,
hopefully it goes well. Maybe not well for them, but well for us.
yeah, and then we could have gone more into like the computer virus and everything else, So
I just hope the ending of this show isn't rushed. Like, I know we don't know how long it is.
Yeah.
But I hope there's not like.
I think I genuinely think we're going to at least February. So they've enough time to space it out.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope they don't have
try and cram everything into like the final episode.
Yeah, or like the last 3 or something, and you're just like, too much for that many episodes when you had all those episodes and nothing.
Yeah. I did a rewatch of Executioner, and Ghost did have a cape and did have cape wings for a bit. Oh yeah, like where Betel Gamamon has like the Common Rider scarf.
Yeah.
Guluses are just bat wings. It's a great design aesthetic to really separate them further. This game really didn't live up to its potential.
Yeah, there is a lot of potential that's wasted there, but at the same time, we have to finish it before we can really properly comment on that.
No, that's true. And I will reserve full judgment until the show is over, because the last 5 episodes could give me everything I want, or at least explain why it needed to take the route that it did.
Or tease a season 2.
Yeah, just make season 2 all about Gulus going around wrecking shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying the other day. Yeah. Season 2 will just be the Gulus arc. This game will end on a cliffhanger, and then season 1 will end on a cliffhanger, and then season 2 is just the Gulus arc. All about him. And everything.
That'd be fun.
But I don't think they're gonna push back his evolutions to a season 2.
No.
No, it has to be put in there somewhere.
And if we've 2 months of show left, that technically means
that's only 8 episodes.
It is. That's a problem. We've only now like 6 weeks ago, people were like, "Oh, we've only 8 episodes left."
Yeah.
Now I think we only have 8 episodes left.
Yeah.
And we have to fit in 2 more mega levels and a Jogress. No, well, 2 more mega levels for Diabitmon and Amphimon.
Yeah.
Gulus to Regulusmon, Regulusmon to Arcturusmon.
Yeah.
And then the fusion of Arcturusmon and Siriusmon into Proximamon.
Yeah, like I don't see them putting that on the bracelet without it happening.
No,
I don't see them putting it a season ahead, because they otherwise they would have just put everything on the first dim.
The first dim, yeah.
Yeah, all the megas would have just been on that.
It's like with the 2020 Digivice, when we knew a lot of what was coming down the road, because the evolutions and such were already on the Digivice.
Yeah.
They didn't release a version 2 of that or anything. Like, we knew Pegasusmon was going to be in the show because he wasn't unlockable on the Digivice.
Yeah.
Or that Takaru and Hikari would get 2 mega levels each, and that, Omegamon Ultra S was going to show up because of the Digivice.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I've been saying, pay attention to the dim cards. I know I've gotten some pushback on that over the last 60 odd weeks. Some now and then.
So true, because at the end of the day, they're a toy company.
Exactly.
You gotta
We're watching commercials.
Yeah.
Like, we have to remember that we are watching commercials.
That's
So
why they changed the bracelet in the opening to make you look at it more.
yeah,
Otherwise, like if they didn't,
but that was a subtle difference because like the
it's
opening.
a subtle difference, but it's something you'll go, oh,
Mm.
I have that, or I want that. That's the bracelet I'm looking for.
The question is, how do you introduce Gulus evolving into Regulusmon? Would that mean Siriusmon has to lose a battle first? I
Well,
feel like Lilithmon is going to separate the personalities.
yeah, that's
And then
what
Gulus will
that's
just betray her immediately and devour her data.
yeah, that's really what it looks like it's gonna do.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Like we
in
don't
the
wanna,
Aboromon episode,
yeah,
he was all, "You've taken a step forward, big bro."
yeah,
You know, and like and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna bond,"
yeah.
and I don't like
Well,
that
he's
idea.
gonna have to bond, isn't he? If he's tied to the Digivice,
Well,
then...
Proximamon has to happen one way or another. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's it's tough to say, but I really feel like they wouldn't have made a point of him eating the data in the Aboromon episode if they weren't going to reference that again down the road.
Yeah.
And I do think he's just going to eat Lilithmon.
Yeah, like Lilithmon clearly wants to play with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, she said as much.
Yeah, she's coming back and she's gonna get him out of there to have some fun.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's not gonna go her way.
Because I don't see, like, after all this time, I don't see Gulus Gamamon kowtowing to somebody else.
Oh god, no.
Like
Especially not if he's
not
a tyrant.
The jet black tyrant is not going to kowtow to anybody.
What was
Demon
his
Lord
other
or
name?
no.
Something Conqueror or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jet black conqueror or something.
Something like that, yeah. So yeah, he's not bowing down to anyone.
He will
No
play along
way.
and then go, I joked earlier, curse my sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah.
I still think Hero's gonna get angry enough to call out the dead end skewer one day.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do. I don't know if it'll be for Lilithmon, but
yeah, but if it's a big if, like if we only have 8 episodes to pull this all off, Hero needs to be starting that journey now.
I mean, separating Gulus and Gamamon might be hurt Gamamon. So maybe that's part of it. That would make him angry.
Yeah, because like in the first, like in Executioner, like he deliberately ignored the transmission.
Yeah.
Like, how do attacks the broadcasting of the attacks?
Yeah, whatever pops into your brain.
Yeah.
He was like, nope, not doing it. Nope, nope, nope.
No.
But then, he's kind of opening up a bit to in the 10 seconds they were talking.
And that's the other thing. Like he turns up in the Arachnimon episode, and he's all, "Don't come near me," and then shows up in the Aboromon episode. "Oh, you came toward me. I'm proud of you." But he did that the last time you showed up, and you told him not to.
Yeah.
I don't get the motivation here.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. It's hard to pick up on what's actually going on.
Yeah.
So I guess
I would have liked, when it's all said and done, I would say, even if they weren't as common, I still would have liked a few more instances of Gulus actually being on screen.
Yeah.
So we could sort of get a better idea of
we could get a feel of what is going on between them, because
what his place in the story is.
Yeah.
At the same time, is there a point for them to sync up if he can just do the attacks himself?
I think yes, for evolution purposes. I think because he's tied to the bracelet now, I think that might do it. Because the others, I think they can attack anyway as well without the others shouting at them.
Yeah, like we only ever see the mind scan thing like the first time they use the attack.
Yeah, and like they do shout out attack names, but I feel like they do attack.
They just turn into Pokemon trainers, don't they?
Yeah.
Lamormon! Use... I'm not going to try and repeat the name of Lamormon's attack, but...
No.
Use
Fury Swipes.
Yeah, basically. Or Kyotaro being like, Thetismon, Beery Smasher. So they do issue commands like Pokemon trainers almost.
Yeah, but I feel like the others do attack otherwise as well.
Oh yeah. They're not mindless or
yeah, they don't have to be controlled by the others. The others just they're watching their backs, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so we'll let me bring up the artwork for this week from Reiko. We also have new art from Hasese Popo. Yeah. Jojo. No, Bobo. That's that one. And we also have.
Is that the other bastard you retweeted earlier?
Oh, I can do that one as well.
Oh, so that's not them.
No,
okay.
No. So I already have Twitter open, so it's easier for me to look into this now. Huh? Well, the other one's the time lapse.
Oh, it's the time lapse. Okay, I didn't realize it was a video. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yep.
Is it gonna show? It is. There we go.
So this is Reiko's Bastimon, finally.
Yeah. Loving them ties.
Yeah. It's I'll just bring up the full image here because
yeah.
Whoa.
Well, what a lovely arm.
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, I do love the chromatic finish on the.
Oh yeah, like I'm not really being sarcastic. It is a lovely arm.
Yeah, no, I really do like it. I like the muscle definition in the neck.
Yeah.
You can sort of see like
the
jugular. Yeah. And the cartilage, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like so like that, like if you were to stretch your neck back, like those points in your neck would become that bit more defined.
Yeah. I like her little teeth.
Yeah, the teeth are cute. The glossy lips are a nice touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. The boobs look really natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not just
They're not just globes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. They have a natural sag and they sit in their cups.
Yeah.
I've never been sure if those are cups or body paint.
That's a good question because she has paint on her belly.
Yeah.
Or a tattoo, but you know what I mean.
God, Bastimon has a womb tattoo confirmed. No, those are usually about here in anime. Yeah. Those are different kinds of anime. But I like the patterning. The leopard print or leopard print, cheetah print. Anyway.
Leopard? I don't know.
She's a bastet. I don't know. Whatever a bastet is, could be a hyena. Either way, I really do like it.
It took 27 hours of work. You're mental.
Hours.
You are mental. Good job, though.
Yeah, very good job.
Oh, the ears are so cute. The little fluff.
The little fluff in the ears is adorable. Although if you tried to scritch her behind the ears, I think she would destroy you.
That's how much she likes.
Well, it's not the Cross Wars one where she's a big sleepy cuddly thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this one would probably be disgusted if anyone touched her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still think she looks like Alice, Marina's voice actress.
I kind of get where you're coming from on that one.
Yeah, it's just because Alice likes to elongate her eyes with her makeup a lot.
Yeah.
And it looks like that. And she has the same little face going on, although she has a bigger nose. Even just the pose, there were pictures I put in the Discord where she looks like her.
Yeah, I really do like the jewelry.
Yeah,
like
you managed to make it look like actual metal. Like I feel like I could reach out and tap it and it would ding, you know.
Yeah, I like the claws though, like the finger pieces and obviously the rings, but the jewelry's great.
I love the ring around her waist.
Yeah,
and the tail ones as well.
And then we have the feetsies.
All the toe rings.
With all yeah, I love it. I love that she just wears rings on her toenails. That's like super extra.
Do you think her toenails or her claws are naturally pink, or does she paint them? Or does she change her data to make
No, I'd say they're natural.
Yeah.
The crease in the harem pant come
Yeah.
leg is fun. I like the creasing here. And
Oh,
just the
that's fine.
patterning is really good. I love how just puffy they are, like actual harem pants.
Yeah, and I like the dent if you go up there.
Yeah.
The dent where
Oh, here?
her body, no, here, like where her body comes out
Oh,
into
yeah.
the thighs, that shape, because some people would miss that and just make it like balloony.
Yeah.
But that's not the way those pants work. So it worked out really well.
Mm. Yeah.
The big jewel on her
yeah,
hair.
I was gonna say the big jewel,
yeah.
the big crystal on the end of her ponytail is really good.
Yeah, and the hair is beautiful.
Yeah.
You're very good at hair, Rico. Why not? Andrew Woman and Try got her nails done.
This is
Oh, yeah,
fair.
she got lipstick.
She also, yeah. Well, she also had lipstick in the 02 movie. If you remember that.
Yeah.
God, that was hot. Yeah, no. Be thankful.
We're allowed
Now to return to dust.
We bring up the text.
Oh yeah.
So people can...
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, the text
doesn't cover much. But...
Doesn't. Yeah, not that it ever interferes, but
yeah.
The textless one is. Yeah.
For all you
just get a better.
I was gonna say for all you feet lovers, and you zoomed in on the feet.
Was the brain cell at work, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the removing the text just gets you a better look at the claws here, and again the toe rings and things. I look like even this thing.
The nails are kind of freaking me out the more I look at them.
Really?
They remind me of the king in Zelda that comes up out of the ground.
Which
and
one?
You have to slash his toes. He has like 3 big toes and you have to slash them.
Oh, Demise?
Is that his name? Where Groose is up on that thing. Yeah, he's helping you out. That thing and you have to slash his toes.
Yeah.
The imprisoned, that's the one, yeah. So much details. So many rings, so many gems.
Yeah. No, you outdid yourself. I mean, I like.
Look, at least she wasn't a mech.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Wait until you have to draw Amphimon one week, right? you poor soul.
But that will be fun. So.
Mm.
I mean, not that the other one wasn't.
Then again, no, that would go against the theme because the theme is always the villain of the week.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I really do. I like all of this.
Here, I want to brush it.
The hair is lovely. I will say it's yeah. And then so there's also the time lapse if you want to go check that out on Reiko's channel. I'll just give you a quick preview here, like just of the process. Like, holy crap! Just seeing it all come together. I do miss the live streams Reiko would do. Now I understand like internet's a crapshoot at the moment and totally understandable, but like seeing all this in real time is like even just the changes in skin tone and definition and like the abs and then the tattoo going over. Like I know you were fiddling there, but like you see the abs here and then the tattoo going over them and the changes to the veil and making it more opaque and
look at all the hair coming. I love watching time.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
It's like magic.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it is like black magic.
You're a wizard, Draco. So it's a bit sad I never got to draw a Tedismon.
I mean, you could.
You can in future when you're not drawing everything else.
Yeah. Maybe when Ghost Game is over to commemorate it, you can do
you draw the main 3 or something.
Yeah. Or the ones you wanted to draw but didn't fit in with the theme of the of the project. So then let me just nix that for a sec.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Twitter be unsafe like that.
Twitter be very unsafe like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was we also seen this Bastimon art. I'm just gonna share this here.
Do the thing.
That was weird.
No, you're.
Yeah. So
There you
this is pretty neat, huh?
go. Yeah, it's real classic looking.
She's just a cat.
Yeah,
She just do a big sleep. She just do a big sleep in a tree.
What's the artist's name?
This is by
like,
this is by Odenzi on Twitter, and they have a link to their Pixiv page in this art here. So,
yeah, we've retweeted it on our Twitters if you want to find it.
Yeah. We also have
Ooh.
Gerusiu has posted this Lilithmon and Bagramon artwork. I mean, it's not necessarily Ghost Game Lilithmon themed, but I still think it's worth bringing to the chat's attention. I yeah his thumb. Such a great art. Yeah. So
Gerusiu?
yeah, Gerusiu.
Gerusiu, yeah.
Where did say go? I know I had art. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Hase Popopo's art this week is of Lilithmon and Cerberusmon. And this is it. I really do like this. It's very mischievous.
It is.
Like, it's not over.
She has that kind of look where she was kind of lifting up, before she went into the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar kind of playful.
Yeah, it's very, like, it's not evil or sinister. She just looks very playful, and he's obviously just big scary bodyguard.
Yeah, he also kind of looks like he's in pain, which also makes sense
because
he was the crap
into a wall. And then we
So-
just have the regular Cerberusmon down here in the other corner. So pretty, it's really good. I do like this one a lot as well.
I do enjoy her hair as well.
Yeah. Artists and hair, it's great. You
turn off the window capture?
I did.
Okay.
Y'all do great work.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another one. Fumamon, no. I did turn off the window capture. I did. I was sure I did, but then I got into some pretty sus territory, so I was like, you know what? I'll double check that one.
Well seen the official one.
And and well, for those who haven't, I did post it in the Discord, but the official artwork for this week's episode is this.
That's
and
so cute.
it is. It's adorable. Like, he's just getting scritches, and he's just doggo, and he's happy. But she is adorable. So I really like the social art this week. It's adorable. I haven't even started the one of Kazuhamon yet. Are you starting mine this week? They made a damn great artwork for this week. They did.
She has that previous playful look there.
Yeah,
too.
it's just so
Even when she was in the back of the car, you could see it in her mouth. She was just having fun,
Yeah, she wasn't like
she was on a hunt, but she was
she
enjoying
wasn't
herself.
Yeah, it wasn't like she was. Yeah, like it wasn't sinister, or well, I mean, it was like she had cruel intentions, but it wasn't you know, it wasn't I'm evil, wahaha.
Mm.
You know, it was like, oh, we're on a hunt for angels. You know,
Mm.
oh my god, Lilithmon is Bayonetta. That explains the
Oh.
nerfing.
Oh, you need like an outfit swap on them. Oh, that would be so cool.
Now there's something to commission.
Mm.
Um yeah, I know I like that. I like the idea of Lilithmon in Bayonetta's costume a bit too much.
Mm.
Bayonetta 1.
Mm.
I don't know if the second or third one worked.
Um, huh.
Second one could, because it's all because she already has short hair.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to see Lilithmon with the beehive hair.
it'd be fun.
Uh no, maybe just put her in the
We have the
bodysuit.
beehive, but she still has her little wings coming at the back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
But
I don't think the giant pigtails will work on her though.
no, I don't. No.
No,
Um,
like a damn great art for this.
they did. They
Yeah.
really did. All right. Well,
Oh, he's got like
what?
his red nose. He's Rudolph.
Oh my god! Of course he is, because
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, she's in the Santa suit. Yeah. Oh my god, they made him. I didn't even notice the red.
He's Rudolph. Does he have a red? He doesn't have a red nose.
No,
He
he's just
doesn't,
a big doggo nose. Yeah.
His shoulder has one as well.
I'm gonna presume the shoulder that we can't see will as well.
Yeah.
But that's adorable.
That's really cute.
Oh, and the tail is wagging.
Yeah.
You see the little action lines for the tail wagging.
That's because he can pets.
Yeah, he is. He's just doggo. That's fun.
Ooh, cold.
Oh,
This one with long hair would be great. Yeah. She'd kind of look like that chick from Bleach. Sword. Who has the little ninja connected to her.
what?
You know when the swords in Bleach became people?
No,
The spirits of them came out or whatever.
maybe vaguely.
What are Bleach swords called? Zanpakuto.
Do you remember whose it was?
She wears a big, huge kimono. And there's a little one attached to her. I need two people as a Zanpakuto. I'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah.
I'll have to. I can't remember her name.
Chat. Do you want to hazard a guess at who Meg means?
The front of her kimono is a big skull.
Risky boots? Oh no, not so much kimono.
Skull kimono, maybe? Skull ninja? No, not you.
No, that is a different anime.
That's her. What's your name?
Alright, well, pop it in the Discord. We'll take a look later.
Yeah.
Right. Well, then, on that note, are we ready to bounce?
I think we are.
Okay, so we've covered everything. So we've gone through the episode, we've scored and ranked the episode, we've read your wonderful comments, we've had some nice back and forth in the chat, we've gone through some terrific artwork. Oh, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I see where you're coming from on that. With the drill tails, drill twin tails, yeah. She's definitely more equipped than this Lilithmon was.
Yeah, but she looks.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
They could be sisters.
I get where you're coming from. Well, guys, look, have a wonderful week ahead. We will be back on Wednesday with episodes. Hold on, I need to open Discord back up.
22 and 23.
Yep, 22 and 23 of Ghost Game on Wednesday. And then on Sunday, 24 and 25.
Yeah.
And then we'll be skipping 26 because it's just a clip show. Or maybe we'll just watch it that night just to get it out of the way.
Maybe. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know yet. I haven't made a decision on that one because it's like you don't learn anything from the episode. It is just a it was a mid-season break for, if you're only coming into the show now for some reason, here's everything that happened over the last 25 weeks.
Yeah. But
So,
we don't really need it because it hasn't been that long.
No, we don't. No, but we'll see. I mean, I don't. It depends on how stretched for time we are, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, clips episode. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much time.
Yeah, time on here.
To be fair, you were the one working the morning after that.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not. It's bank holiday.
Yeah, I'm not back until the 3rd.
I'm working. Never mind. Right, so we're not watching it.
Well, no, that's fair because I mean, I wouldn't want to be kept. Yeah, it's not worth being kept up for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nuts to that.
I thought you were gonna just say, like, you can go to bed and I'll watch it.
No.
But, yeah,
I wouldn't be that mean. No, it's not even worth. It's not even worth bullying you with. No.
That says a lot about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You won't even watch it out of spite.
Okay.
Oh, the heating turned off. It's cold. I wish I had my electric hoodie.
Oh, you'll get it, I'm sure. Right. Well, guys, thank you all so much for joining us on this earlier than scheduled catch-up episode of the Cochrane Podcast.
Thanks for filling up the chat while we were doing it completely unexpectedly.
Yeah. We appreciate that. Thank you all for joining in. Don't go spending all your Christmas money on Anjouamon statues.
That goes through you too.
I was gonna get them to pass it on to me, and then I could buy a giant statue. And I could set it up for a place of worship, and they could come and pay a tithe.
You could get a half scale.
Yeah, and they could come and pay a tithe to pray at the statue and get their wishes granted or something. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's late.
We have a statue of Kazuhamon there that you can confess to. Confess your sins.
I'm just thinking, forgive me, maiden, for I have sinned. It's been 5 years since my last confession.
Oh, forgive me, mommy.
Oh no. Why you gotta ruin it?
I didn't ruin it. She's a big mommy.
She was big mommy. She was
big mommy.
She was a giantess, and people have a fetish for giantesses.
Yeah, you've seen Mount Lady, haven't you?
Mount Lady.
Or Gloria from Seven Deadly Sins.
I don't know. I don't think I know that one.
I might know the brown PVC spacesuit.
Oh, that's the one with
the brown pigtails.
With the pigtails, yeah. I haven't watched the show, but I know the character.
I was kind of cosplayer, so that's probably why you know.
No, I've just seen her around because again, the internet.
The internet, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the internet's gonna internet with that kind of character. There's probably fan art of her and Mount Lady together as well.
Yeah, because they're all giants.
Yeah. But we will hopefully see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah, Kazuhamon-sama, I am impure for my sins. Gets turned into a mannequin. So look, guys, sweet dreams. Look after yourselves. Happy holidays. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday. And if not for some reason, have a happy new year. And so we'll be double dipping on the Atmon podcasts this week because there is no Ghost Game. kind of triple dipping because we'll wrap back around then on Wednesday to start off to kick
Yeah.
off the second arc.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun because
Yeah.
there's nothing else that like there isn't like another movie we can sort of cut in with.
Yeah.
You know, without the context of one of the other anime, it's just kind of
Yeah, there's no point in watching it unless I've watched
yeah.
everything else. There'll be good breaks then in between those as well.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be good breaks in between those, so those will be kind of worth it. But we will. So we are donezo. Thank you all again for joining us live. Thank you everyone for your wonderful comments. Do drop more down below, but you know, just keep
Put them up a bit.
split the pace them out a bit, and we'll see you on Wednesday. God willing, Godramon, Yggdrasil, something willing. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's 1:45. I'm out. Peace. Much love. Mwah. And bye. Follow us on Twitter and Discord.